Baseball player? Wasn't there
Comedian.
a baseball? There was a baseball player from Pattonville as well.
I didn't see it. And listen.
There's a lot of comics from St. Louis. Red Fox is from here, too, I think. Maybe he didn't go to high school here. Pretty famous dude.
Very famous guy, but maybe he was, went to one of these schools, but was not famous enough.
It's possible.
To make the RFT's list. I don't know. I didn't come up with it. But I thought it was quite entertaining going through it. Discuss amongst yourselves.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will. All right, here's Grab on Celebrities. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Grab on Celebrities.
And we're going to start with this. On Friday night, Lzzy Hale of Hailstorm did a 2 of her 4-date stint as lead singer of Skid Row in Carterville, Illinois, down in southern Illinois. I watched a little footage on YouTube of Lzzy joining the remaining members of Skid Row. Joe from Hailstorm also on stage closing out with Youth Gone Wild. Here's Lzzy backstage talking about her teenage self, what she would think of her now joining Skid Row for a little.
If like my teenage self could be like, what? I was literally watching their music videos like yesterday. I keep joking with the boys. I'm like, hey guys, thanks for finally opening up my VHS audition tape from like 96.
How old is she?
She's my age. She's like 38, 39. Yesterday I was going through YouTube and somebody shared Youth Gone Wild of her on stage. I had good expectations for her. I think she's incredible as a vocalist. It blew me away. And this is crappy YouTube footage, but take a listen to this.
I thought it was very good. Gone Wild. Okay.
Dude, I'm real proud. I mean, she's incredible and I love her, but I think it takes a lot for a young person to join one of these bands, even if it is an 80s band, where there's a certain expectation people are going to have, and I think she's the perfect person to join these guys.
Amazing. Now somebody's actually talking about Skid Row.
I know.
And that might be the first time I heard that song.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, that's a classic.
No way.
That's like probably their biggest song.
It's
a banger.
Well, 18 in Life.
Yeah.
18 in Life. Monkey Business. Yeah, you could go through
I Remember
all of
You.
them. Right.
Youth Gone Wild.
Youth Gone Wild's
It's
pretty
a top, that's a top probably 3.
That was one of our warm-up songs.
It was a
Youth
really...
Gone Wild?
It was a bus song, yeah.
Seeing that, I was very sad I couldn't go on Friday night. I had somebody invite me, and I was like, I had to host this thing on Friday, and I couldn't go. Now I'm like, damn, I hope this comes to St. Louis, because I will go then. Here's some other interesting news. Members of Falling in Reverse got burned by their pyrotechnics during their set at Sonic Temple in Columbus, Ohio over the weekend. The band had to stop 3 different times while playing their new single, Ronald, due to these pyro mishaps that caused minor injuries to multiple band members. So here's a little bit of what it sounded like on stage.
The fire is going. The fire is crazy, guys. The fire is so crazy, it's burning us.
Yeah, it's so metal.
It is so metal.
The fire is so crazy, it's fire.
It's hot.
And then here is the guys backstage talking about what it was like to get so burned.
I mean, it's not like it felt good.
No, it didn't.
Hey, what's up, everybody? First time in my career ever, I apologize. We had to stop Ronald, our new song, 3 times because the pyro was literally burning. We had EMTs and stuff, burnt the out of my arm.
Didn't expect the fire to be that hot.
Okay, listen, after the first time, why don't you go, hey, fire guy, no more fire.
No more pyro.
Guys.
We're melting.
Hey, first time? Hey, fire, no, cut the pyro.
They were holding ice packs all over their bodies after their set. That's how bad it was.
I wonder if they could actually stop. I wonder, with the bands using these tracks and stuff like that, if it's all pre-programmed where they can't not have fire.
It's all MIDI controlled.
Yeah.
It's
you
all
think?
control. Like, so a certain part of the song would trigger the fire.
No, so at El Monstero, and I'm just saying,
Unplug the fire, right?
they have people manning that. I don't think it would be automatic. I don't think. I mean, that seems like such a hazard.
Listen, I'm not an
They're
engineer.
creating jobs. All right. In other news, one of the oddest couples in rock history, Lady Gaga and Godsmack frontman Sully kind of came up recently. The relationship didn't last long, but it did have a lasting impact on Sully.
Wait, they dated?
Yeah, for
What?
a brief stint. Sully says that the end of the relationship inspired Godsmack's song Scars, which led him to launching the Scars Foundation, the nonprofit dedicated to mental health awareness. Here is Sully talking about that impact.
I actually had a moment in my life where I was dating Lady Gaga for a minute, but it's because of her that really that song was formed, and that song became the nucleus of birthing the Scars Foundation nonprofit organization
What's
that
wrong
we've
with
done.
that?
No, it's fine. I'm just thinking
Is this confirmed?
every time he speaks, that music, wherever he goes and talks to somebody, that background
and then it
music
ends
is
with
like,
join the army or something. You know, dunk, 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 whatever that one
it was
song
Navy, by the way. And I almost joined the Navy because of
No
the song.
way.
You did?
It was the army.
Dunk,
It don't seem
dunk,
like a
dunk.
Navy band. That's an Army band.
Anyway, you guys are crapping all over him. But hey, Sully says it's some of the most
I'm a fan.
gratifying
I like-
work that
I
he's
like
ever
that
done in his
I'm
life.
just asking for confirmation that he dated Lady Gaga. That's all. Because it sounds like an AI voice telling me that.
No, he did. He did.
I dated Lady Gaga.
I dated her too. Who else in
I
this
did.
room
You
dated
did too?
Lady
Yeah,
Gaga?
I
You
did.
dated?
All right.
I dated
I know you for a little bit.
Why not?
You did.
I dated Stephanie. I didn't date.
I dated Lady Gaga for a little bit.
Right on, guys.
I was
Got
going to
to
say,
know
it
her.
wouldn't hurt to brush your teeth every once in a while.
Slash has revealed that Guns N' Roses are working towards a new record that would be their first since Chinese Democracy, which came out in 2008, and the first to feature him and bassist Duff McKagan since their 1993 covers album, The Spaghetti Incident. Slash recently talked about, when he goes to see himself getting to work with Guns N' Roses. Here he is talking about how he plans to get back to work with GNR.
Probably the top of next year. Took this year off because we've been doing a lot of touring for a long time. And so get back together next year, start focusing on the record. And in the meantime, I'm doing the blues tour in the summer, and I'm going to record another Conspirators record towards the end of the year, and then start up with Guns the following year.
Okay.
You excited about that? You're a Guns N' Roses fan.
Yeah, and some of the newer stuff is I hope.
All right. Did you listen to the blues record, the Orgy record that he put out this past week?
I did not. I did not have time. I was listening to Van Omens a lot.
Yeah, that's right.
But I will.
Good.
Oh, you're right. There was a Navy recruitment campaign with Godsmack in it.
Yeah, the song "Awake."
If you'd like to get away.
It's dunk, gunk, dunk. You know that song where it goes gunk, gunk, dunk.
It's a good song, dude.
Gunk, gunk, dunk.
I'm just wondering, does he say away at all? in the
Probably.
song?
Yeah.
This is kind of interesting. So things have taken an ugly turn in the divorce proceedings between Zack Brown and his wife of 4 months,
Damn it.
Kelly Yadzi. According to TMZ, Zack has filed a lawsuit that's requesting that her Instagram posts be removed because he believes it violates the confidentiality agreement between the couple. Now, what's interesting about this is Kelly's a poet, and she does what a lot of us do on social media. We share some poetry kind of to vague book our emotions of things going on. And so he wants her...
Mysterious.
Well, it's very mysterious. And so it's poetry. You don't really know what's going on. He's reading into it. He says they're false, defamatory, or otherwise harmful statements, but it's hard to nail down exactly what he's talking about. So I pulled like one of her poems. It's kind of short. And so this could be something that he's thinking is about
Is
their
it
relationship.
there once was a man from Nantucket one? Because I love those.
Those
not that
poems
one. Those are my
rule,
favorite.
man.
So just a little
That's my
sample.
favorite type of poetry.
She
says,
Limerick.
What will become of this story inside my chest? Will I excavate it from the bones, give it light and water and air? Let it bloom into a garden of flowers in your name? Or will I let it stay and let you bury me? This is the question I'm always asking myself. What will become of my stories? Gardens or graveyards? The photosynthesis of healing.
A little bit
Do you
of
think he has
chicken
a
fry.
case with this?
You lost me.
Right, exactly.
You
Nobody-
lost me when it didn't start out with roses are red, violets are blue.
So
There once
he's
was a man from Nantucket.
Yeah.
He's reading into this and thinking that all of this, and maybe it is, but I don't think there's a case here. You can do this all you want, right? You can write poetry and share your art.
What if he's got into the prenup, like, hey, if we get divorced, no poetry. You broke the no poetry clause.
There was no
Sorry.
poetry clause. It's a confidentiality.
Noah tree.
All right, you guys are thinking they don't have a stance there.
Poetry. Toe tree in the water. What is it?
Yeah.
Toes in the water or something in the sand? I don't know, Zack Brown.
His butt in the sand.
Let's move on to something harder and heavier,
Yes,
okay?
please.
Because you guys are not into that.
We're not poets.
That's fine. Back in
for
November,
yourself.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, sued him for rape and abuse. Her allegations included a claim that Diddy physically assaulted her in the hotel hallway in March of 2016. Cassie also claimed that Diddy paid the hotel $50,000 for that security footage that captured the assault. And through his attorney, Diddy called her claims offensive and outrageous. But then the video was leaked this weekend.
Oh, boy. And did you watch it?
I did, and it enraged
brutal.
me. It is absolutely brutal. He did
You
not
all see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Diddy video?
Saw several. Another like Snapchat one came out too, but I
Oh,
don't know.
yeah, I saw that one. No, the one in the hallway of the hotel
saw that
is
one
the
too.
main one.
He did not admit guilt, but now people are understanding why they settled so quickly. On Friday, CNN posted that surveillance video, and it's horrifying. It shows Diddy punching Cassie, kicking her while she's down, dragging her out by her sweatshirt, and then throwing a vase at her. So yesterday, this is 2 after the video surfaced, Diddy posted an apology on Instagram saying that he was at rock bottom. We have some audio here. I'm playing it because I don't want to get. I have no sympathy for him at all.
No, and you know what? I listened to the whole apology, and he only talks about himself. He doesn't even like mention her.
And he's only apologizing because he got caught. But I want, just in case people saw the video, they haven't heard this. I want you to hear it. This man is a trash person, and
Of course.
Anyway, here we go.
Here's Diddy.
But I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now.
You're only disgusted because you got caught.
Yep.
I mean, 48 hours ago, you were proclaiming your innocence, and
Right.
now this was thrown out there, and all of a sudden you're repentant.
Right. Yeah, and
Get outta here.
there's a Michael Stanley song that has the lyric, "The Lord uses the good ones and the bad ones use the Lord." And this is the perfect example of that. And it makes me so sick because it's like, I don't know what, obviously we weren't in the court whenever they settled, but I feel so bad for this woman because she wasn't believed. And then he has all the money, so he was able to throw as much at that as he possibly could to clear his name. And then now, I mean, nothing's going to happen with this, by the way, because if you think he should go to jail because of it, the LA District Attorney's Office says that because it happened in 2016, the statute of limitations has already run out. So nothing's going to come of this, which is really sad.
I hope she can sue the hotel for selling him that. Why is the
how
hotel able
screwed
to
up.
sell that to him for $50,000
Yeah.
when it's evidence and just be like, we don't have it? Like, I hope she can go back and sue whatever hotel they were staying at for a big fat stack of money.
Has she civilly sued him?
I believe so.
How did it finally come out?
Yeah.
They settled. How did the video actually
Yeah, how
come
did the
out?
video
That's a
come
good question.
From what I read, it was found when they raided his house.
Oh, so there you go. So he did have the actual copy.
So that's what I read. So when they raided his house, remember a month or two ago?
Yeah, right.
They had found a whole bunch of footage from wherever, and boom. That was something they found.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, listen, if you have it in your heart, I don't care if you're repentant or not, you have it in your heart to do that to another person.
Right.
I got no sympathy for you. Rotten hell.
A couple of rest in peace notices here. The original drummer of Stained, John Wysocki, died on Saturday at the age of 53. He was on all the records that you love from Stained from the very beginning. He joined the band with their inception in 1995, stayed with them through 2011. He was replaced by Sal Giancarelli. The drummer remained in the group till 2011. And then after leaving Stained, he actually had the Chicago band Soil, which I've heard of before, and Lydia's Castle. And he reportedly was dealing with some liver-related issues. He'd been under medical care. No official cause of death has been released, but he passed away. And then Bruce Nordstrom, former chairman of Nordstrom Department Stores, has died at the age of 90. We have Nordstrom's here in St. Louis. He helped build the namesake company into a luxury brand. His sons posted online saying, "Our dad leaves a powerful legacy as a legendary business leader, a generous community citizen, and a loyal friend." And a couple of TV and movie news items. You love Goodfellas.
I saw this. This was the talk of the cousin chat yesterday.
Really?
All my cousins, getting together and our group texts. Hey,
Are they very triggered?
yes, they
Okay.
are. They're triggered by this trigger.
Okay. Well, if you try to watch Goodfellas on the AMC channel, you're going to notice that there is a trigger warning at the beginning. And it says this film includes language and or cultural stereotypes that are inconsistent with today's standards of inclusion and tolerance and may offend some viewers. Now, AMC says that they added that warning back in 2020, but for some reason now everybody's coming
Because
around
you
to
don't.
see
If
it.
you really want to watch Goodfellas, you don't watch it on AMC because they cut all the curses out.
It's true. Yeah, for real. But it's kind of interesting. So a couple of people, Bob Dietl, who played the police officer in the movie, says, quote,
it's Bo Dietl.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bo Dietl said the effing political correctness has effing taken everything away. This is how life was back then. It was not a clean, beautiful thing. You can't cleanse history, which they're showing on AMC where they're cleansing the entire movie, which is kind of interesting that he's
Well,
so
and here's the thing.
upset.
So are they saying it's like Italian American stereotypes?
Yes, but The Godfather doesn't have it, and they play that as well, and they don't have the same warning before showing The Godfather.
Yeah. I don't like. I love stereotypes except for whenever it's Italians involved. So I'm glad they put this.
You're actually
Well, this is
happy
how
about it?
it's a true story, and that's how the way it was. That was the way it was.
Yeah, this is just the oversteering. You know,
I mean, listen,
overcorrecting.
they're still playing the movie.
You're talking with your hands while you're saying this. So
I know.
that's
Another stereotype,
I know.
right?
They're still playing the movie.
How do you shut an
Triggered.
Italian guy up? Tie his hands behind his back. That's how you shut an Italian guy up.
Some good news. Steve Buscemi's attacker was arrested and charged. The actor was randomly punched in the face earlier in May. Clifton Williams, a 58-year-old unhoused man, was charged with assault, second degree, after he punched him in the face randomly in Midtown Manhattan. Moon, pull this up for me. I emailed this to you. So this is something that I can get behind. AI generated what former couples like Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt, or Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet, people who either dated in real life or were together in movies, they generated the AI versions of what their children would look like. And it's pretty interesting.
I want to see who's got the ugly kids.
Wait, look at this. So here's Kristen Stewart and
Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson. And look at these kids. They're beautiful, except for the third one. He got the leftover DNA.
Yeah, I want to see who's got really ugly kids.
I mean, all the AI kids are pretty ugly, but
No, like
it's kind of interesting.
These two are going to be models or actresses, you know, and then this one's like the leftovers. Let's see, Ryan Gosling and Amy.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. Not great looking kids.
Not great looking
this guy
kids.
looks
Ooh,
like
let's
Prince Harry with hair. Let's see, Taylor Swift and Harry Styles. This kid, I mean,
angry.
he looks like he's. It doesn't matter when he was born. He's upset.
Or he's currently pooping his pants. Down.
He's upset.
The Pet Cemetery.
Marilyn Monroe and JFK.
Good looking kids.
Good looking kids.
Good looking kids. This kid's got a forehead on it, but like, you know, the rest of them they look good.
Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston.
Very good looking kids.
Very good looking kids.
Although this doesn't
It
even
doesn't look like Jen.
Yeah, that looks a little weird. That looks like Brad Pitt though, for sure. I mean, that's a good era
They
for
would have
him.
had good looking kids.
Justin Timberlake and who is this?
No, it's Justin Bieber and
I'm sorry, Justin Bieber.
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez.
That's Selena. That's Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Their
kid,
youngest kid has a little face.
He's an itty bitty little guy.
tiny face, big hands, and you know what they say about those.
Anyway, put the
Those
link
people.
up on the.
Yeah, we'll put it up.
Oh,
on
look
the
at this, Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder. They got some
They're all vampires.
cool looking goth kids for sure.
That'd be cool.
Tuesday,
so yeah, check that
Wednesday,
out on the
Thursday.
blog if you'd like to see it. You guys know who Paige Spiranac is?
Oh, Paige Spiranac. She's the.
She's the golfer.
I mean, somebody told me she's the model golfer. Like,
Yeah.
So she got giant cans.
I didn't know who she was till this article, but I looked her up. Giant can. She's always golfing in some, short skirt with no panties on. Well, there's a rumor and conspiracy out there that she does not have nipples. And so she says they never poke through my shirt because she's always wearing tight little shirts. And anyway, she recently came out to confirm that she does, in fact, have nipples. And there was a porn company called Cam Soda that's offering her $250K to settle it once and for all by showing everybody her nipples.
Cam Soda is one of these companies that they put out these like press releases and offer
They were
a celebrity to do something just to get their name out there.
Yeah, they were the OnlyFans before OnlyFans, kind of, as far as the promo.
Really?
Yeah, Cam Soda.
Cam Soda. Well, I don't go there, but I didn't know who she was. But I just want to say
Paige
she does
Spiranac,
have.
very nice looking woman.
She has nipples, you guys.
Very big knockers.
You heard it here first. And finally, Forbes has listed a rundown of the 10 highest paid athletes. Not trying to step on sports, but this kind of came through my show prep, and I thought you guys would be really
Highest
good at
paid
this.
athletes. I'm going to say number one is Messi.
Messi is number 3 at $135 million.
So is this all? Is this including endorsements?
Yes. So this is.
Are they currently active playing or retired?
You guys would know that answer better than I would. It's football, basketball, soccer, golf. Actually, the top 3 are 2 soccer players and a golfer.
So Ronaldo's got to be.
Yep.
Ronaldo is number 1 with $260 million. I think this has to be just just what they're getting paid to play.
He's got that oil money. Remember, he went down to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Who else you got on this list?
Who's number 2? Is not what
It's a
sport?
golfer.
Was someone on Live or something that?
Yeah. So it's got to be a live golfer.
Was Scheffler one of the lives?
No.
No.
I think he stayed PGA.
McElroy.
McElroy.
No.
Woods. Tiger Woods.
This isn't a name that I know, not that that's saying anything. John Rahm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
John Rahm. Yeah.
He's estimated at $218 million.
One of the
Not
big
bad.
names that went over there.
John
But is
Rahm?
Live
Yeah.
Golf done?
No,
Oh, okay.
They combined. They like, you know.
but there's
partnered.
still the 2 groups though.
Yeah. John Rahm is going to be in a rom-com about John Rahm.
The remaining people on this list, you need 4 through 10, are football players, soccer players,
LeBron?
and basketball. LeBron is number 4 at $128.2 million.
Mahomes, although we talked about, okay.
Stafford, Matt Stafford.
Tom
Shohei?
Brady's got to be on there. Right?
Shohei?
He's not on here.
What's the Bengals kid?
Burrows.
Joe Burrows is not on here.
Goff.
No.
Football players.
Football player. It's number 10. Lamar Jackson.
Oh.
$100.5 million.
Lamar Jackson.
The rest are soccer and basketball players.
So run down the list.
Okay, so Lamar Jackson, number 10. Steph Curry is worth $102 million. Kareem Benzema is $106 million. He's a soccer player.
Benzema, I think, went down to Saudi Arabia as well.
Neymar is a soccer player. Just one name.
Neymar, yeah.
$108 million at number 7. Kylian Mbappe, $110 million. Another soccer player.
Dude rips.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's
I can never
basketball
say
player.
Basketball player.
He's a basketball player.
Perfect.
$111 million.
Yeah, you nailed that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, that was good.
First try.
My
Thank you so much.
gosh. Celebrities celebrating a birthday today. Hang on, I lost him. Jack Gleason. That's Joffrey on Game of Thrones. That dude is 32, and if
He
you
don't act anymore.
yeah, because like he was so hated, he was so good at playing that he was like, I don't
wanna do this
mess with
anymore.
this. John Party, country singer, is 39. Rachel Platten, Riz,
Fight song.
That's right.
It's my jam.
That was your fight song. Is 43. Busta Rhymes is 52. Tony Stewart, 2 first names and a NASCAR superstar, is 53. Timothy Oliphant is 56. Mindy Cohn, that's Natalie.
Oh, Natalie, Facts of Life.
On the Facts of Life is 58. We got Tony Goldwyn from Scandal, that's President Fitz, is 64. Bronson Pinchot is 60.
Oh, Balka Bartokamus.
Wow.
That's right.
No, I cannot. I love him.
Still making the baby Bobkas.
That's right.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Bulky is 65. Guys, Dave Thomas, the guy who did the Bob and Doug McKenzie bit with Rick Moranis, not to be confused with the Wendy's Dave Thomas, is 75. Cher is 78. Jimmy Stewart would have been.
Dave Thomas died.
Wendy's guy did.
Wendy's
No,
guy?
I know, but I think.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah, I think he might have died recently.
Like recently.
Oh, that was Dave Thomas? I thought it was years ago.
No, the Dave Thomas you're talking about, I think, is also dead.
For real?
Currently, he is
75.
alive.
Yes.
Not for long.
76, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I have him as 75.
Sorry, bud.
And like I said, Cher is 78 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Cherry Poppins. You know, we're thinking Joe Flaherty.
Yeah,
Those SCTV guys.
you're right.
All right, Cherry Poppins is today's porno birthday, and she has been in 304 fine films, including, man, I hate this title, American Gunk. I don't know why. It's just so
Why?
gross.
The
Army of Ass 4, Bad News Bitches 1 and 2, Double Parked 4, Loading Zone, Fast Times at Naughty America University, Nymphomaniacs 1, Toe Jam 2, Lern's favorite White Bitch Sandwich 2,
I love that movie.
and who's gonna forget her role in 2011's Dad's Gonna Be Mad? Cherry Poppins would have been.
Oh, good night.
41 years old. She passed away back in 2018 under mysterious circumstances.
Wow, that sucks.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's look into that.
Yep. That's your
Rizzuto
porno birthday.
Detective Agency.
Those were your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. I do want to, on a serious note, we did lose a member of the Riz Show family on Friday. If you've been to the last 3 Riz Show lives, the guy who ran all the sound effects, who we call DJ PP, our buddy Ryan passed away on Friday. It was a dear, dear friend of the show. Yep. Everybody's got a Ryan story. And he lost his battle with cancer after, I mean, you want to talk about a fight for 5 years.
Wow.
He had ocular melanoma, which was, I mean, that's a tough one.
It was rare, too.
Very rare. And he was not, when he was first diagnosed, he was not given long. And again, he went for these experimental treatments, and that dude, even at his sickest, was always a phone call away to do whatever you needed. You know, as far as us here on the show, and I know Moon and King Scott could speak to this, that dude, if you needed a security guard, if you needed a trailer, if you needed a ride somewhere, if you needed a tree taken down.
Yes,
or a
he's
wall
the
put
guy.
up.
A wall put up. No matter how sick he was, our buddy Ryan was always the first to volunteer. Yeah. And I was
Very
talking
sweet.
to our promo director, Matthew, and I said, you know, especially yesterday for Point Fest, or Saturday for Point Fest, because he was always there. And it's always assumed on the staff list for whatever concert we're going to, there's always a +1 for Ryan on there. Always, Ryan needs a ticket to this because he's going to come with us. If you needed, a bass drum carried in somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was probably the sober driver more than anybody else I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't think his record will be broken.
No, but he was also so generous with that, where he would go out of his way to pick you up, take you downtown to an event, and just to hang out, and then drop you back off at home. And go on his way.
If somebody was new to town too, he was always the first one to just kind of be there and be like, "Hey man, I'll take you to this, take you to that."
He was Liv.
Yeah, he was very welcoming to Liv, and when she got here, she didn't.
Oh
know
yeah,
anybody,
because we all went to Mardi Gras for the first. Well, she went to her first Mardi Gras and really, and
had a great time.
Really had a great time, and he drove Liv and I home, and I remember him having you trust Ryan.
He's just good
to
people.
be the guy to here's Liv who. You need to take her to her door.
Yeah. He was like life's tour manager. You know
Yeah, that's a
he
good
really
way to
was.
put it.
He was a lot of people's life tour manager.
Yeah, and when I kicked the royal roommate out when I got married, he brought him in.
Oh yeah,
So the
Bondi.
royal roommate's been roommates with him
your
for a
old
few
roommate.
years.
Moved in with Ryan, but Ryan was always a phone call away, and I just what a good guy.
Super
And
good.
I will miss him immensely, and just him not coming to events anymore. Just it breaks my heart, and he really was a good guy.
Yeah, he was.
And I'm just gonna miss his text messages out of nowhere. And if you ever see the Rubbish Works trucks, that was his company.
Oh, right on.
He helped out, at our farm almost every weekend when we were building the house and plowing the fields and stuff like that. So, 39 years old.
Wow.
Jeez, man.
So, R.I.P. our buddy Ryan. He will be missed. All right, gonna take a break. I'm thinking his services are the next couple of days, and it's going to be one of those big fish moments where you don't know how many people that guy touched.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a Ryan story, and all right, it's 8:06. 6-time fun facts are next. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more. And the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Severe delays 270 westbound between between 70 and 64. There's also delays 270 eastbound between 44 and it looks like 64. So that whole stretch right there is pretty backed up. Your point forecast: small chance for isolated storms later today. High of 90. Right now it is 74 at the Point Studio.
Your chair at least stops. Mine just steadily moves. So I could not be facing you by the time this interview is over. All right, so here we are, Enterprise Center, gigantic sold-out show with 21 pilots tonight. Josh, it's really great to see you again, man.
Yeah, great to see you too.
So first things first, so we did this promotion a little bit earlier where a bunch of our winners asked you guys questions.
Yeah.
And first of all, the questions from the listeners were amazing.
Fantastic.
I mean, they were really great, really well thought out.
Talk about Sunset Hills Subaru, guys. It's summer, really. Why not get a new ride? Treat yourself. Maybe that's a graduation gift you need to grab for one of your kids coming up this weekend if you got that kind of loot laying around. They're the #1 volume Subaru dealer in Missouri for 5 years straight and voted best new car dealer in St. Louis by STL Today, and that is not a coincidence because they treat you right. At Sunset Hills Subaru, Ryan and his crew don't make it hard. They don't put you in the pressure cooker that you're used to every time you go into a dealership. They make it an easy, breezy experience, and you can bring your pet. It's a pet-friendly dealership, and whatever your service animal is. Maybe it's a eagle or a hawk that you tamed or something like that. Bring it in. Who cares? They're open to it. And if you don't have your own animal, they got 2 dogs on campus that you can pet. So they've got to rent a dog. What else can you ask for? I can tell you what else. You'll never be charged over MSRP like some shady dealers, charging thousands over sticker and making you feel like you're getting rolled over. They don't do that there. They're back to saving people money compared to the competition. I'm talking about real money, thousands of dollars, not a couple hundred measly bucks. Now, if you don't want to do that, you're like, I ain't going in there. Ain't doing it, Rafe. Fine, shop online. You get the same great deals. You don't even have to come into the store. They'll deliver your car, maybe even bring one of the dogs to let you pet the dog as you sign the papers on your own front steps. What more can you ask for from a dealership? Go check out their inventory now. Talk to somebody there. Go to sunsethillssubaru.com. That's sunsethillssubaru.com.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Point Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good to
First
see
of
you.
all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
now listen, if we're going to do it, you are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
All right, we take that. We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, you know, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't have to. I appreciate that you don't, but I do, and I can.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. The reason I am late though is because I needed to take a shower because, quite frankly, I smelled like a farm animal. So I wanted to make sure that we were.
You know, maybe you're looking to sell a house. Maybe you inherited a house. Maybe you're not sure what to do about all the problems that your house has. Well, let me tell you about the easy button. The fastest way to start your next chapter is Faster House. FasterHouse.com. Been in our area helping people in their transitions and sell their home for 20 years now, more than 20 years. Now, the traditional process, you've heard about the nightmares, the unpredictable offers, the cleanup and the repair stress, the showings, the open houses, the strangers through your home, the commission rates and other fees, all that kind of stuff, the long, drawn-out sales process that can sometimes fall through and even take, 2 to 3+ months. Well, Faster House is looking to help you alleviate all that stuff. 0 fees to sell your house, highest off-market price. You can sell as is, no cleanup, no repairs. Maybe you got termites, maybe you got a basement that floods, maybe you got all that kind of stuff, and you don't have the time or the resources to fix that up. Call Faster House. Call them now. It's only them in your home. You can close in as little as 7 days. You literally get to choose the closing date. They make it so easy. Life is hard. At Faster House, they make sure selling your home is not. Sell your home the simple way with FasterHouse.com. Check them out. 314-926-0660, or just start off the process right there at FasterHouse.com.
Well, gentlemen, we will see you in St. Louis on Sunday. We are so excited to have Point Fest back and to have you guys be a part of it. But I want to kind of talk about this from a couple of different angles, all right? First and foremost, the crew that you have working with you in the Seether camp, I'm sure is scaled down because of, the craziness that is the pandemic. But can you talk about sort of what the crew is doing now, added responsibility that they weren't doing before to keep you guys safe for all these shows, just so you can play them?
Go ahead, Johnny.
Actually, for us, our little world, obviously, venues will have different rules, mask mandates backstage. Our crew, we still have a full crew. We have our regular setup, our techs and front of house. So it's such a healthy thing and a great thing to be playing shows again, man. This time last year, we never, we didn't know what was going to happen. And here we are doing shows again. And the first one was almost like a spiritual experience. It was a show in Ohio. And it was just so great to be on stage, playing music, being a band and doing what we do, man. I missed it so much. So it's a great thing.
I've talked to a couple of folks, like myself, that are in the industry, and we're very lucky to be able to go to a lot of shows, but sometimes, unfortunately, in the job, sometimes there's burnout that creeps in, even for going to concerts. And I guess it was a couple of months into the pandemic, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this without more live music, because it had been the longest that I'd been since I was like 15, since I had been to a show. And when I finally got back to a show, oh God, That, you know, like just everything about it. I had a beer in the hand. It was loud. There was thousands. It was just so great. But like, I mean, I would assume a pretty almost emotional experience for you guys getting back after it.
Oh, it's totally emotional. I mean, like Johnny was saying, the first show back, I mean, it was truly to see everyone's faces, stuff like that. I mean, you know, it been what, Johnny, because we took a little time off even beforehand to do a record. Yeah. So for us, so it was this long, there was this long break.
2018.
Yeah. So it was like, you know, but there again, for us also, we have families. We've been touring for our whole lives, you know, 200-300 days out of the year. So for us to get to know our families, my wife, my daughter, the same with Johnny and his wife and boys, Sean, and, you know, I mean, it was, that part of it was the best, because you built back that relationship that, hey, you know, Daddy's here for, and I'm here as a husband for a long time. But then they were ready for us to get back out, you know, like, you know, they're like, okay, so let's be honest with it a little bit. And, you know, like, okay, it's time to, you know, pandemic's kind of, you know, coming to an end, you know. So, but when we first got back, the first time we got back together as a band probably was Bruised and Bloodied after the record to shoot the video. And for us four to get in the room together, it was incredible. Just, you know, we were like kids, like, dude, you know, this is what you look like. You know, I mean, I grew my hair long. I had a beard. I mean, it takes me like 2 years to grow a beard. It looks like.
Celebrate this month, graduations, end of school year, barbecues, the warm weather months are ahead. Celebrate in a clean home by calling the cleaning pros at Zero Res. They'll be coming to my house in a week or two. Now, you know Zero Res as the zero residue carpet cleaners that don't leave behind any of that dirt-attracting soap and the chemicals that the other carpet cleaners use. And trust me, don't risk it with the other guys, or even worse, the DIY with the carpet cleaning. You can end up with soaked carpet for days. It's actually to do more damage than good. Keep the mud outside and not under your carpets. Just check out the 5,400 raving customer reviews online with a 4.9 rating on Google. Schedule today. Get 3 rooms of carpet, zero resified, starting at $129, and take $50 off your air duct cleaning. Make sure you mention the Riz Show when you call 314-474-2020, 314-474-2020, or book online anytime, ZeroResSTL.com. Zero Res spelled backward or forward. It spells the same at Zero Res.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019, my guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like, it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that.
Hey, no, I didn't get to the This Day in History little segment earlier before Crap on Celebrities, but has anybody been to Codell, Kansas?
No.
Who hasn't?
Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
I don't even know where exactly that is. Codell. Codell, Kansas. I don't know if it's middle of the state, western side, eastern side.
Codell and Codell.
Oh, Codell and Codell.
It's not far from Selena.
So
That's
is it
helpful.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know where it's Selena.
It's right on 70 there on the way to Denver.
It's right near Pertville.
Okay.
Yep, right by Hayes. You can stay at Hayes. They got a Hampton Inn there.
Nowheresville.
And an Applebee's at Hayes.
It is Nowheresville.
Guys, I posit this in the conspiracy world.
Okay.
Kansas isn't real. Kansas is a fake state we made up. It's not even real. When you drive through it, you're going through a portal.
Huh.
I'm down. I'm down to believe it.
Prove me wrong.
So it's like a wormhole from the East Coast to the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's just
It's like a nexus point.
just north of 70. Yeah, he's right. Past Selena. Selena's where they got
allegedly.
That's where they got.
So it's west of Topeka.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of.
So it is
the
Nowheresville.
middle of the
Selena
state.
is where you stop if you can make it past Topeka. If you're heading to Denver from St. Louis, you stay in Selena because it's cheap. I think they got a Best Western there, and there's like a I think there's a Greyhound. No, that's Abilene.
Abilene has the.
They got a Greyhound Museum and the
Maybe it's
Eisenhower
Abilene.
Library.
But Hayes is nice too because they have basically everything you want, and they got a nice Hampton Inn and a Applebee's.
Enough about places that are not Codell. Because today is about Codell.
Okay.
Unfortunately. Because back in the day, May 20th.
Can't even find it.
108 years ago.
That's right here.
1916, Codell, Kansas, hit by a tornado.
Oh.
107 years ago. 1917. On this day, Codell, Kansas, hit by a tornado. Exactly 1 year after it was hit by its first tornado.
Oh, no.
106 years ago, 1918, May 20th, Codell, Kansas, hit by a tornado.
Whoa.
Exactly 2 years after it was hit by its first tornado and 1 year after it was hit by the second tornado.
No way. Tell me they don't have a tornado fest.
This third one, the third one was the most destructive, killing 10 people and wrecking like a good portion of the town.
I mean, they have to celebrate that now, though, right? There's got to be a tornado fest. They got food trucks. They all have the day off on May 20th.
There had to be a town meeting where at least one dude's like, can we change our name to Twisterville? Like, there had to be some kind of conversation around that.
After that third one, you go, listen.
Should we move?
We got to sacrifice something to the gods because we got like some kind of spell cast on us, some bad luck thing. Like we need to bring me a virgin to sacrifice. Like we're going to sacrifice everything. Virgins, goats. We're going to do different dances.
Or just move. I mean, we don't have to sacrifice
and how many
anything.
people you said were killed?
10 people, the third one.
I don't know if it was much bigger than it is now, but it's got 49, so that's a huge chunk of their population.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. This is a tiny place.
Well, who knows? Back in 1917 or 1916, it could have been a thriving metropolis. And then after the third tornado, we go, we're out. Everybody's out.
Yeah. Look how many people stuck around.
You want to go fishing Friday? Can't. It's tornado day.
I'd hunker down for
I'm
sure.
zooming in, and you can count the houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's probably 24 houses.
Yeah, 9 of those are gone.
Everybody has to take the day off in Cordell whenever this day comes around.
Codell is an unincorporated community in Rooks County, Kansas. As of 2020, the population of the community in nearby areas, so not even just of the town of Codell, nearby areas.
Yeah. There are
was 49.
There are fewer than 49 people living in
I love the animated picture of Codell, Kansas that shows skyscrapers and boats. And like it has a city center with sailboats.
Yeah, it looks nothing like that.
But they have a cool memorial.
Bad luck, Codell.
They have a nice memorial.
3 years in a row hit by tornado.
Yeah, man.
That one little small area.
It's because Kansas isn't real.
Yeah. And who knows if that
That's
actually
where they
happened.
make weather. That's where weather comes from.
Kansas.
Yep.
That's their
It's just a big Hollywood studio where they build the weather. And then you shoot it out all over. Heard it here first.
Oh, Josh says Kansas and Nebraska are just loading screens between Missouri and Colorado.
That's right.
There we go.
Thank you.
Look at
Isn't
Get it going.
DARPA
they
headquartered
do
in
have
Cordell?
a twister. The Cyclone Day Memorial.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I think DARPA's headquartered there.
Cyclone Day.
the only
That's
reason
fun.
it exists at all is because the Union Pacific Railroad made a depot there in 1887.
So it was a hop in town.
But that one little spot,
I'm not sure.
3 years in a row.
I don't think it was ever a hop in town. I think it was just we're gonna stop here.
Codell, that toddling town, huh?
They get on the Gravitron and they're like, yep, I remember this.
Well, and
Cyclone Day.
Did you see that? The first one was an F2, the second one was an F3, and the third one was an F4. They just kept getting bigger.
You got, I mean, the townsfolk.
We're all FUs, though, you know?
The townsfolk had to have been, what did we do? What did we do? Who did we piss off?
Well, what's up with the Earth at that? It's like the equator or something, where it's there.
Yeah.
There has to be something with the wind tunnels
I'll
of
tell
America.
you, the way you
Tornado
just said,
Alley.
The way she just said equator.
Hey, the equator.
Equator.
Your Southern Illinois came out.
Terry's
Sure
here.
Can you imagine the third year in and they start hearing that sound again? And this guy's like, Martha, is it May 20th?
It's happening
Get down
again.
in the basement.
Why do they even call it the equator? Is it an electronic equator?
I don't believe in the equator.
Nah.
The equator.
Are you kidding me, Martha?
That's not near the equator.
I'm sorry. No, I know it's not near the equator, dude, but I'm just saying that maybe there's some sort of wind turbine that Kansas got itself involved
It's
with.
the
I don't know.
vortices.
It's closer to the Tropic of Capricorn.
The longitude and latitude of that town, something's up.
Them their town. All right, let's do 6 time fun facts. All right, then we'll get into the sex toy of the week, which mighty patriotic this week, Rafe.
Yeah, man. It's Memorial Day, you know?
Yeah.
I don't phone it in on these.
Yeah, because we're not going to be here next Monday.
Not going to be here next Monday. Memorial Day's this weekend, so I wanted to give people time to order it if they want it.
Hey, Sex Time Fun Fact sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
Listen, we don't condone cheating on this show. We don't like it. We don't approve of it.
We love it.
Speak for yourself.
We love to hate it.
Listen, if you're cheating on your partner, you're going to be caught eventually. These days, cheaters are usually outed by some kind of technology. But there are crazy circumstances like this. So a 26-year-old female veterinarian says that she was just starting a new job last week when they had somebody bring in a very, very sick puppy. Now, we're not going to be talking about dead dogs today.
Thank you.
This is a dead animal-free show this Monday. So, the very sick dog. They did an X-ray, realized the dog had eaten something that had become caught in the system. They performed emergency surgery and pulled out the obstruction. Oh, no. It was a thong.
Oh.
It was a thong.
Oh, boy.
And they told the owner that, make up a name for the dog. Piddles.
Piddles. Yeah, that's it.
Piddles. Piddles had swallowed a thong. Don't worry. Piddles is going to be okay. The owner didn't understand because she didn't own a thong. She called her husband. And apparently the revelation that it was another woman's came to the surface while they were on the phone.
What a good dog.
This is all in front of the vet, by the way.
Ooh.
The vet. Ooh, awkward.
No.
I'm an ooh. Well, it's Piddles is okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna go into another room.
Well, see you later.
The vet says she felt terrible for the woman because it was a horrible way to find out. Not to mention the stress over the dog, which could have passed away if had not, the thong been removed. Dog be fine. Marriage probably not going to be fine.
Way to go, pup.
Piddles the pup.
Piddles the
be
pup.
All right. Marriage, not sure. Hey, has anybody watched the Ashley Madison documentary yet?
I want to start it so bad. It's like the one thing on my queue.
It's great.
That's what I hear.
Go watch it. It's hilarious. It's so funny.
Which network is it on?
It's on Max, I think.
Okay. Is it?
Or is it
Netflix? Maybe Netflix.
My apologies.
That's my Netflix argument. It's not something I was seeking out, but it's in the wave pool.
And so you watch it though?
Yeah.
Is it how many
parts? On Hulu, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know, but I watched it. I think it's like two or three. We burned them all in one
Good?
night. Yes, it's so funny, dude. It's so...
Give me some highlights, if you would.
The highlights of it are that it was never real. That, they just, photoshopped all these security things and... they were never protecting anyone's... the security was the least important thing, and then I was like...
So is it about the actual website or the leak?
It was about the whole thing.
The leak from a couple years ago where it was found out it was 99% dudes on there.
Yeah, it was leading up to the leak. It all leads up to the leak and where it came from and how they hired this dude to come in and pitch it as
Ashley Madison is the cheating website.
Cheating will save your marriage.
You're supposed to go, if you're married, you go to Ashley Madison, you hook up with another married person, and it's supposed to do whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Save your marriage.
And they were making big money because they were advertising.
Oh, yeah.
Remember they were advertising on radio shows?
Stern.
Yes.
They were on Stern all the time.
So it was free for women to join. Men had to pay. And you had to buy credits. They didn't do memberships. So it was you had to constantly buy... If you wanted to send a message, that was 2 credits. If you wanted to engage with this person or accept a message from a hot single. And it was it centered around, it was 90% bots. Guys were just paying massive credit card bills to talk to bots, but people were hooking up on it too. There were some people on it. And one of the guys was this YouTube influencer couple. It's wild, dude. Christian... super Christian influencer couple, and the guy was just banging everyone in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And then they blew up on YouTube and had this big like family YouTube channel, and then the leak happened, and this guy's name's on it. And he came out and did like an apology. He's like, I was on there, I created a site, but I never hooked up with anybody. And then all the documents came out.
No.
Yeah.
And he hooked up with everybody. It was just kind of wild, man. It's entertaining to see, like, the guys that ran it are exactly like you think they would be.
Nerds?
Just sleazy, just a couple of sleazy guys.
Were they Canadian?
Hey, we were trying to make money, man. Like, they showed how, like, the website would be like, your information is double
secret
protected,
safe,
sealed in a vault. And he's like, we just had like interns like photoshopping these like pictures of a lock with a medallion and just putting them on the website to make people feel safe. And he's like, we had no real security protocol.
Yeah, your information's in a vault, and I swallowed the key.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And I think this is St. Louis connection, because I think the lawsuit happened here in St. Louis.
Oh, really? I don't remember that.
That I don't know.
I think they filed federally here in St. Louis, the lawsuit eventually, but yeah, I gotta watch that.
It's still in business.
Oh, yeah.
They're still going.
They're still going. Ashley Madison's not a real person. It's like a made-up name.
It was the two most popular girl names.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the time. They thought it was like this madam, like from the porn world. Like this Ashley Madison was a real woman who was like a madam who was like famous.
Hooking all these people up.
It was the smoke and mirrors of it. Chef's kiss, dude. These guys.
Oh, they must have made a
This
fortune
one
on it.
guy just was like at the beginning of the thing. He's just like this sleazy guy in like a Hawaiian shirt. He's like, "Did I wear sunglasses inside, or do I look like a douche?" Like that's how this starts. He goes, "How about these?"
If it were created today, it would be called Olivia Emma.
Olivia Emma.
Olivia Emma.
Ashley Madison has more of a flow to it, but
Yep.
Yeah.
If you've done any online dating, you've had to deal with ghosting. And even though no one enjoys being ignored, most people are probably guilty of it themselves to some degree. If not dating, then maybe sometimes in texting. Now, the dating app Hinge is trying to ban ghosting. And it's actually a pretty interesting concept. They're testing a feature called Your Turn Limits, which is meant to boost a focus on quality over quantity. And here's how it works. If a person has 8 or more people waiting for a response, then you can't start a new conversation unless you either reply to those people or officially choose to end the conversation with them. So you can't be juggling 9, 10 conversations at once.
They're micromanaging ghosting now. Interesting.
In other words, if it's your turn to talk, you either have to talk or let the other person know that you're moving on so they're not left hanging.
This is going to be really hard for people that don't get back to people right away. Because there's a lot of people like that. I mean, that you keep people on red for a long time.
Procrastinators?
Yeah, and it's probably like a personality defect, So what about those people that have a hard time just managing it all?
Well, they say
They're gonna
it
lose out.
isn't just to keep ghosters in check. It's also about keeping users from getting overwhelmed and burnt out. So.
Yeah.
Man, I'm juggling 10 different chicks over here. Look at me. Men, now think about your closest male buddies. Now think about their significant others. Are they attractive or, well, not your type? Now, a study found that men are more likely to be friends if they do not share the same taste in women. Men are more likely to be friends if they do not share the same taste in women.
This is my husband and his buddies from college. I mean, I love all of the wives. We're all good friends, but we are all very different.
I think this is going back to like primal, caveman days.
Yeah. That's interesting.
God, we are wildly insecure as a species. That's crazy to me. You like the same things I like? Can't be friends. That's crazy
It's
to
competition.
You
me. I
think
know, but that's so lame.
You think it'd be the opposite, though, because you want to, if it's all because of procreation and stuff, the caveman feelings of things, like, you think that everybody would kind of tribe up, like be around the same type of people rather than different people.
Yeah, but you can't have like
it's a scarcity of
7
resources.
different guys going for the same woman in the cave. She's
I guess
going to be
that's
tired.
true.
How does that
She's
come
gonna
out?
be tired. So tired. We're all worn out.
It was a fairly small study scale where 38 heterosexuals, half men, half women, were asked about the traits they prefer in a potential mate. Then they were shown photos of 20 members of the opposite sex and were told to rank them based on attractiveness. And then they were thrown into a speed, friending event where they interacted with other people in the study, men with men and women with women. They found that men were more likely to bond with other men that had different preferences than women. However, with the women finding friends with other women, no noticeable trend or anything. So it didn't matter to them. For the men, though, it mattered. And it sounds like the men did not know how the other men completed the attractiveness survey. So it isn't like men were caught avoiding other men in the wild who have hot significant others. It was more instinctual.
Interesting.
That's my curiosity. 'Cause I've never gotten together with the boys and been like,
see a picture of your wife.
You like redheads?
Yeah.
What's your thing? What do you like? And then decided, that conversation never really comes up. Not in my world.
Well, he'll go, I love redheads. And you go, I hate redheads. And next thing you know, it's this. It's
bros?
It's the bro slap.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah, hell yeah, we did. You love redheads? I hate them. Bros for life.
What an odd thing.
And by the way, the most important traits that men in the study picked as their preferences in a woman are interesting personality, sense of humor, and then physical attractiveness.
Right on.
Attractiveness. Which lies.
That's how we, that's what we all do.
I don't know if a woman was looking.
Number one?
I don't know if a woman was looking over their shoulder as they were filling
What
this
are you
out.
writing down? What are you writing down?
Yeah, personality first.
Oh, yeah, that's important.
Sense of humor. It always makes its way on the list, but I never see it actually being prioritized in the wild.
Oh, get the hell out of here, Rafe. Sense of humor
But it's good to
is
see that
super
both
hot.
sides lie.
I was on this program last week talking about how Jack Black is more hot than Tom Brady, and I'm saying it again.
All right.
And it's personality based.
Well, you're a unicorn,
he's just
bud.
questioning that if these two came up in a bar and said, like, hi, I'm Jack, you don't know me. And he said, hi, I'm Tom, you don't know me. Which one are you going to chat up?
Who you
more?
going? Yeah, who you chatting up?
It's going to be Jack Black.
Get out of here. I don't believe you for a second.
I don't care if you believe me or not. It is.
At a bar, you know nothing about these men.
Yes. Again, Tom Brady
Fat
is mid.
Jack Black, the way he looks right now with the big beard and stuff.
But they
he looks
wouldn't.
like he
they
hasn't
would not
showered
say,
in 3 weeks.
They would not say hello in the same way. Tom Brady would think he's hot and have that essence and all this. Jack Black would be funny. Dude,
go, hello.
there's a guy. I'm going to tell you a real story right now.
He comes back on that Fisher-Price saxophone up to Lern, and he's like, beep, 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 beep. What's up, hot lady?
I'm going to tell
She's
you
going to be
all
like, swoon.
right now, you little jerkwads. There is a man. I hate you all. There is a man at a local grocer. I won't call it out because I see this guy. I don't want to make him uncomfortable if he listens. He looks like Jack Black. I talk to him every time.
He's a local grocer?
He works at a local grocer. Every time I see him, we chat it up. There's also very
Are you leading this man on?
Listen,
Yeah.
there's also other stallion-esque looking men working at this grocer who I've talked to before. They do not have the best personalities, but dude, Jack Black, every time he's checking me out as I'm getting my groceries, I'm like, I love this guy. And the other guy's not as interesting and fun. So yes, I would say what's up to Jack Black over Tom Brady.
When the thing goes ding, lane 7's available, you go, no, I'm going to wait for lane 6 because Jack Black is on lane 6.
Our St. Louis's own Jack Black.
I love that you know your grocers.
Of course I do. I talk to everybody. He's the best. Get out of here. Back to you.
So you're saddled up at a bar, just sitting there alone.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's like, I don't know, the bar at the Hilton. You're away. Tom Brady walks up.
Tom Brady's not walking up to a person like me anyway. All right. So
Now that's where you need it. What are you doing?
No, I mean,
You
I'm
cut
more.
yourself
I'm
down already?
Self-esteem issues?
Like, come on, man.
Of
What are you,
course. Look at
crazy?
me. No, I am of the Jack Black crop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I've been to Ladue. I've gone to, what's the bar at Stupid Clayton?
Oh, yeah. The
What-
place on the corner.
Napoli.
Oh, what a
I
joke.
went with my hot-ass friend Stephanie one time to Napoli. We were the only brunettes in there. And nobody came up to us. And she's gorgeous, so it was a real shame that nobody talked to her. But I'm of the same cloth as Jack Black. I have a personality. I'm not dogging myself. I'm no Giselle.
You went to the wrong place if you're talking about trying to get somebody to come up to you. That is a place where those guys go because the ladies are coming up to them.
Yeah, ladies make the first move there.
Oh, well,
That is
That's the hinge.
that is a look at me, I've got money, I want a
Is that
gal
Hinge?
who wants
Is that
money.
Hinge? The woman makes the first move?
No,
What's
I
that
thought
one?
it was Bumble.
Bumble. That's a bumble of bars.
That is a bar where you're supposed to go in there looking for guys.
You did it
money.
wrong.
I don't know the rules.
Yeah, that's
you
a-
did
man,
Bar
I did
Napoli
it
wrong.
wrong.
The bar you wanted was across the street.
I know. Helen's is my people.
Different corner.
all this time you had a self-esteem thing because nobody came
dang
in and
it.
hit on you in
You
Napoli?
just did it wrong.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
you guys.
man, what? You could have had anybody you wanted. You just got to pick them.
Damn it, Tim.
Could have had a sugar daddy. Could have had a sugar daddy.
Oh man.
That's Sugar Daddy.
Could have had all the shoes you wanted.
Life could have been so different. Anyway.
Anyway, for women, the most important characteristics in a man are, number 1 was
Personality.
friendliness,
Okay.
then intelligence, and then package size.
Hell yeah.
No, interesting personality was. Interesting personality was third. Yearly income and special non-work related talents were the least important characteristics of a potential partner for both men and women.
Wait. Non-work related talents.
Special non-work related talents.
Like juggling.
Yeah, like a waste of the time talent. Oh, cool. You're great at video games?
Oh,
Do
I
you
can
get
move
paid
my
for
ears.
it? No?
Oh my
Okay,
gosh, that's cool as hell.
I can independently move my eyebrows.
Well, that puts you over the top.
Well, that is a special.
How was that phrased one more
non-work
time?
related talent.
Yeah, non-work.
Special non-work related talent. So hobby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are your
Something-
hobbies?
Is that just like a scientific way to say hobbies?
Yeah, I guess so.
What if you don't have hobbies? Like, what's your talent, Scott Rizzuto? You don't have any hobbies.
I could cook.
You can. Okay, that's a good one.
I don't work. I'm not a chef.
But that's that's an attribute. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about stuff that's a waste of time to me. Like I'm going to get with you, and like you said, like you can juggle a soccer ball 800 times. That's really freaking impressive. It means nothing to me. I can't eat soccer ball.
I cook a great steak, and that's
But that means something to me. That's gonna come in handy to me.
special non-work related talent.
I don't know. I think cooking would be its own thing. That's its own thing because that's so big. Like that's such a.
Well, my
that's
hobby
such
is
an
like cooking
important-
and.
Yeah, but if your hobby benefits me, bro, like that's the
Yeah, but
bonus.
I would hope that your hobby would benefit me in some way.
I think, yeah, but what they're talking about is something specifically that has nothing to do with me. Like you're a great wiffle ball player. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't even want to
Then
go
I
watch
have
you
no
play
hobbies.
wiffle
I don't
ball.
know.
Tim's a good woodworker. Like he's been making me stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah, but you could benefit from the
That's
woodworking.
cool,
Yes, woodworking. Yes, wiffle balling. No.
the woodworking also is problematic because he wants to make a lot of stuff, and sometimes I don't have.
That's
a lot.
cool
You in the
as
garage
heck,
whittling
though.
again?
That's cool as
Tim.
heck.
Sometimes you just want to buy stuff.
I just want to. There's a rocking chair at this vintage place that I really want, and I was sitting in it. It's perfect size for me. I'm gonna be an old lady in this chair. $200. Let's get it. He goes, I can make you one better than that. Gosh, dang it!
Damn.
I just want to rock out.
Can he do that? Can he make a rocking chair? That's tough.
He's gonna-
That is
I'll
tough
find
stuff.
out, Moon.
They're hiring at Cracker Barrel.
Dude, chair making is an art.
Problem is, if it's not, you have to pretend like it is.
No, we have a clause because recently he made me some floating shelves, and I told him the clause is if I hate these, I get to we do not hang these up. And he was like, I understand. And then he did a great job. So I think sometimes the no faith kind of makes him work a little harder, get it done right.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Ladies, take note.
That's great though. That's good.
Sure.
They're great shelves.
Ladies, take note. Belittle your men.
Yeah.
They'll work harder for you.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm an a-hole.
What?
Man.
All right, well, listen, we got to take a break. We'll wrap up Sex Time Fun Facts with the sex toy of the week. And are you married to a people pleaser? Married to a people pleaser. Because that may not be a good thing. In fact, that may be a very, 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 very bad thing.
Oh.
And we'll chop it up next. No, listen, we all know a people pleaser. We got people pleasers in our lives, right?
Yeah.
But if we're married to one, that's not a good thing. And I'll try to have you guys figure out why that's a bad thing. And maybe it's obvious. It's 8:43. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Right lane blocked due to a crash 170 southbound at Del Mar. There's also delays 270 eastbound between 44 and Manchester. Your point forecast, small chance for isolated storms later in the day. High of 90. Right now it's 75 at the Point Studio.
right, so here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, and we are absolutely thrilled. Myself, Mr. Jeff Burton.
Thank you. It's thrilling to be here with you. Oh, you're talking about them.
right. Noodles and Peanut, gentlemen, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back.
You guys get along like me and Noodles get along.
Yeah,
I can see that.
Sure. I mean, like, we have known each other for a long time. Like,
kind of the same, right?
I mean, he was at my bachelor party, for goodness sake, so you know what I mean?
Nice. No stories, no backstories.
There's
Okay,
a lot.
so how much tape you got in the thing? With the thing there. How much?
And it's really similar because me and Noodles should have known each other for a really long time.
We should have.
Yeah. That's exactly the same.
Kindred spirits. As soon as we get together, we really do just
we click really nice.
Well, how long have you guys known each other, though?
10 years now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, that's when
from
we
touring.
did the first tour.
Yeah, but we didn't really start hanging out until we started doing press together on this run.
That's when we solidified our bond.
Well, we have a new career. Well, Centric is a training program that gets you ready for a new career in technology, and they could do it in just 4 months for you. Not 4 years, 4 months. Now, if you just got out of the military, listen up. If you just got out of the military and you're looking for a civilian job, or you're even just trying to figure out what to do next, Centric's got you. A lot of those skills you learned in the military will transfer to your new career in technology. Centric's classes also provide structure and routine, which lead to a successful learning environment. 30% of Centric students are veterans. There's also instructors at Centric who've served. So you'll find camaraderie, you'll find a sense of community over there. You could use your GI Bill or VA benefits to fund your educations. I mean, it's easy. Centric has a dedicated and eligible staff they're gonna help you through the entire process. It's going to be simple. You'll learn about the cloud and hacking and password cracking and many more technologies that you'll actually use on the first day at work. Centric trains people from all backgrounds with little to no IT experience. New programs are starting all the time, so let's get going. And it starts with you by going to centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always, but I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds great on the air, and it sounds like a great highly suspect song. So let me ask you, where did that come in the recording process? One of the first, one of the last? Where was that?
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. I always wonder if, when it comes out as a strong lead single like that, if where it was in the creative process matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we heard that riff, it was like, okay, this is like the sports anthem style riff. We just kind of knew it would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely so. So a new album is out now. All right. How quickly do you see the audience singing songs back to you?
Almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are
Luckily.
And you got to be kind of like amazed and taken aback by that a little bit.
Oh my God, it's a blessing. It's incredible.
I can't remember words to songs I love from 20 years ago.
I can't remember the words to the songs that we wrote, so I struggle.
You know, here's like kind of a weird one, and I'm very curious about like little things like this. I was at a show the other night. Pearl Jam was here. They played the Enterprise Center. And you have half of the venue that have phones up and are trying to record the entire show. And then you have the other half that are seemingly annoyed by those that are recording. As a band, do you care?
I hate it.
You hate it?
It's the worst.
Let me ask why you hate it. And I hate it because I'm a short guy. Inevitably,
My house, Window Nation. I scheduled a in-home estimate with Window Nation because, my windows, first of all, I noticed that, they're kind of old. They got a little discoloration. And then a wasp was in my house. I was like, what the heck? Because I knew there was kind of some wasps on the corner of the outside of the house. And then I was like, what are they doing in here? I need to get my windows checked. If you hear similar offers from home improvement companies, this is why I trust Window Nation. Not only can you get this incredible deal right now, but they are truly window experts. They only do windows. Professional installation teams with over a decade of experience, and we got 50-point inspections on every window before it leaves the factory, and then a 20-point inspection on every window at your house. And by the way, they'll be at your house for 1 day or less. They can install your new windows for 1 day or less, and it comes with a lifetime warranty. Window Nation semi-annual sales going on right now. 50% off all and any window styles plus 0% interest for 5 years and an additional bonus if you schedule an appointment this week. Plus, you get a house of windows, you get a free pair of cards tickets. Again, 50% off all window styles and 0% interest for 5 years. Why wait? Call Window Nation today, 866-90Nation. Tell them Moon from The Point sent you. WindowNation.com. Oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so wait, and Clovis, I don't think you have a clue how bad this gun hurts. Would you like an example? Would you like to try? Would you put your butt on the line and?
You guys can shoot me.
Yeah. Have Scott. How about you shoot Clovis first?
Can I take one
shot in the
Can I
tush.
take one of his shots and give him 4?
What? No.
Oh, that's happened.
I'd like to. I mean, just as a gesture.
I mean,
of
that's a pretty.
goodwill.
That's a pretty amazing friend right there.
In tribute,
Or I'll take one and I'll still shoot him 5 times.
I had 4 last week, and I'll tell you, it was excruciating.
I'm interested to see if it's as bad as you guys say, or if you're hamming it up. So I'm willing to take a shot.
Yeah, okay. I would love for you to take a shot to see if we're hamming it up.
Fine. You know what? He'll take one of your shots.
You're amazing.
Shoot me.
All right, good.
Holy smokes.
He's going to take one of your shots. Wow, I'm such a pushover today.
Thank you.
All right, let's do it.
It's because I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
So do you who's going to shoot me?
Scott will shoot you first.
Okay.
Okay.
It's only fair. Respect.
I got to take my butt out?
Yeah, now put it up against the. Yeah, go up against the wall there. Just your undies.
Let's see if
He's
his
got a
cheeks
lot of
have
gear.
rosy red marks on him.
Clive's got a lot of gear. He's got to take off.
Oh, sorry.
All right, here we go. Let me see what kind of undies Clive is wearing.
All right, what kind of undies?
The
There's
good
probably
kind?
a belt buckle on his undies.
They're Halloween underwear.
Oh, happy Halloween.
Halloween underwear,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Oh, those are
All
great.
right.
They got skeletons on them.
Okay, bend down there, Scott. Level out. Okay, here we go. Count it down. 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that hurt.
He's laughing. What happened? You hit him in the middle?
No, yeah.
That hurts, man.
It hurts worse than you thought, right?
Yeah, boy, it does. It doesn't sound like it's going to hurt, and then it feels like somebody stung me or pinched me or something.
It gets much worse for 3 or 4.
Not only that, it doesn't hurt at first, but then it gets
Yeah, it's getting
builds.
worse. Yeah.
And I'm nervous because I have to pee so bad. I'm like, I better not go right now.
Yeah, I got to pee too. That didn't help, man.
I appreciate
Thank you for taking it.
appreciate you being honest
That's
with
big.
the pain, but the fact that you just laughed at it, like that's
You can't, because it's such an a feeling.
It sounds like.
You can't describe it first, and it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
You want to try to. It's either laughing or crying. You want him to cry?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe laughing is crying for a clown. Perhaps he's crying.
Yeah, I'm all mixed up.
All right, give him 4. Give him 4.
Go over there, Scott. Take
Right
your
here.
punishment like a man.
So this is your line right here.
Hiring. Now, if you're a plumber or HVAC professional and you're looking for a change, then Hoppin Brothers, man, they're for you. Top guaranteed pay in the market, 3 weeks paid vacation in your first year, plus 9 additional paid holidays, free health insurance for you and your family, and a 401k match up to 8%. And did you know Hoppin Brothers is the premier home services partner for both St. Louis City SC and the St. Louis Cardinals, so you'll have access to tickets to games throughout the season. If you want to apply online, visit HoffmanBros.com. Now, was your air conditioner having a hard time keeping up with the summer heat last year? Do you feel like you have hot and cold spots in the house? Hoppin Brothers can handle all your air conditioning needs this summer. Repairs, maintenance, which is super important, and installation. Give them a call, 314-664-3011, or you can even text them. Again, 314-664-3011. It's Hoppin Brothers, an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We've talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
Announce the Riz Olympics.
The Riz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events.
Shop 6-time fun facts. And by the way, we're all here today. It's very nice. All 5 of us on the show. Some of us coughing more than others. I know, Moon's holding it together. Rafe, you're on the mend. Lern, you're not at full capacity, but hanging in there.
We're all at different phases of this science experiment.
Scott is like the control subject.
Yeah.
In another room behind glass.
Full of gas.
It's like World War Z. We're seeing.
And I'm
if I
in here
start
with
trying
all
to eat people, you guys are in trouble.
I'm in here with all the germs.
We'll get you.
Yeah,
Lucky.
eventually. All right, just to finish up, a sex some fun fact. So, if you're married to a people pleaser, your marriage may be in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Would anybody like to fashion a guess why?
So put other people before you.
Yeah, they're not being authentic to their needs. They're people pleasing. I'm a people pleaser, so this is going to be interesting for me to hear. I'm trying to get through it.
Are you a people pleaser in your marriage, though?
Yes, I am.
To the point of you sacrificing your own?
No, not to that point.
That's my prediction on this.
That's the problem.
My prediction is that you will sacrifice, won't communicate your own needs, and you will defer to theirs all the time. And then you end up either
resenting them.
Resenting or secretly miserable.
Okay.
How am I doing?
You're all on the right track.
Yeah, like real problems don't ever really get solved because
you won't advocate for yourself.
Yeah, same person's kind of always bending, or and then resentment follows.
Okay, so people pleasers, we all know them. You know, some of us are even married to them, and you think, oh man, a loving person who lives to please you is like winning the relationship lottery, right? No. What possible downside could there be to somebody who's hardwired to make you happy? Well, it's not good. If you're married to a pleaser, you're where they agree to go somewhere they don't want to go without objecting. They tell you what they think you want to hear just to make you happy. Do what they think you want to avoid conflict or disappointing you. They say everything's fine when perhaps their behavior or attitude demonstrates otherwise. So what's the danger in that? Betrayal. Because the pleaser is lying.
Oh.
Most of us don't think of it that way because we're too busy enjoying getting our way all the time. But the reality is that not telling you the real truth about things, facts as well as feelings, is lying. You operate under the impression that you're building a life together, one that you both desire. But with a pleaser, you end up in the driver's seat while they're passively in the back.
Yeah, they oblige. Yeah.
They're always just along for the ride in their own life.
Yeah, man. I call it paper boats on a little stream. And I listened to a podcast over the weekend because people pleasing goes back, and if you are in therapy, you probably know if you have these tendencies, it goes back to other things like not feeling validated in your childhood or constantly feeling like you're going to be abandoned. And if you have those issues, I suggest getting professional help. But there's also Mel Robbins, who is motivational speaker. And
Tony's brother.
No, Mel is a woman. Damn it.
She's quite short.
Mel is amazing.
No, banana hands.
And I want to promote this because I listened to this over the weekend, and this podcast, I'm going to be listening to it on repeat because it was so great. It's called How to Build Real Confidence, 7 Truths to Unlock Your Authentic Self. And so really what it comes down to if you're a people pleaser is you don't have the confidence all the time to tell people your needs and what you want to do. And you constantly feel like if you tell people you're going to be judged, which you will, but you have to move through that. And so
yes.
I love this that you're bringing this up because, nobody should have to constantly be bending for their partner. You have needs and wants and a life to live.
And I've said this a million times before. I hate the old adage. What is it? Happy wife, happy life.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I hate that. Because why can't we both be happy? Why can't there be compromise where we're both doing things we like? It's such a defeatist attitude. Anyway, in some cases, pleasers end up married and even becoming parents before they're ready to take those roles because it's what's expected or what they're supposed to do. And it happens all the time. And as the everyday lies start to compound, resulting in a life they never really chose, very often the people pleasers end up having affairs. Sometimes they just cheat and sometimes they abruptly leave altogether. Their discontent finally gets the better of them. Like, I can't anymore.
Yeah.
Because you've gone down such a road.
And you think you're going to find yourself with somebody new. And it's this constant, regurgitation. And honestly, I would look at it to, what do they call it? Bench warming, where you always have, a person up next type of thing.
Benching somebody.
Benching somebody, yeah.
Because what's happening is the pleaser is basically making you happy. At the same time, they're stockpiling resentment.
There you go, yeah.
All the clear evidence of how you get your way, dismiss them, ignore their wishes, and how they're always giving in. Meanwhile, you may have no idea of this, and they're going along for the ride quietly. And then all of a sudden, one day, on the back seat, let's do the backseat analogy. They're strapped into the back seat. Next thing you know, they open the door and jump out. You have no idea. All right. So what do you do? What's the solution? Over time in a relationship, the pleaser disappears. His or her thoughts, wishes, needs, desires, or opinions fade from view, and they inevitably become eclipsed by their partner, and they're not a person anymore.
Well, or you are in a healthy relationship and you identify those things.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And your partner, who is not the people pleaser, works with the people pleaser to get through whatever the issue is. And that is a sign of a healthy experience.
When you've built a life for two upon a shaky foundation of polite lies and the happiness of one, it's only a matter of time before the relationship crumbles.
Absolutely. And let me say this, my husband is not a people pleaser like I am, but he does oblige and he does not always say like what his needs are because he doesn't want to put anyone out, which I think in itself is a people pleasing mechanism. And so I'm constantly like, we both have to remind each other like, hey, what do we want to do? Hey, is this something authentically you want to do or do you not want to do? And honestly, having that open communication helps so much. And there's nothing wrong with admitting your humanity like that. I mean, it doesn't make me think any differently of him or he of I, but I think a lot of people are afraid to say, yeah, I'm a people pleaser and I'm just obliging what the person I love the most is doing. Identify that because if you're in it for the long term, that's going to be exhausting for the rest of your life.
And I was reading some psychologist wrote this, this relationship psychologist wrote this paper on this. And they said the next time your partner gives in easily and gives you your way, understand that you didn't win. Like it's not a victory for you. Instead, start responding to their needs. I mean, be aware of it.
Yeah, support each other. It's a huge part of it.
I do it to a degree as well. I might lean more. I don't say what. I tend to take my time with stuff because I'm laid back, and then I'll bury it. And I'll be like, if I'm still mad about it in 3 days, I'll talk about it. And then 3 days go by, and I'm like, kind of missed the window. Still mad. And then I try to, not just to my partner, but to everyone. I people please. I'm a comedian. It's my core personality was validate me through your laughs.
Like me,
please. And you all to like me. So it's like I've been trying to work on that late in life of being like okay with a certain subject of people not liking me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And saying I do speak plainly. I have that power. When I do speak about something, I say the hard truth to people. That doesn't always go my way when I do it.
This is strictly in relationships, though. That's what I'm talking specifically about relationships.
Yeah, I acquiesce a lot in mine. Because I feel like it's my... And she would say this, too. Like, I feel like I'm the understander, the empathizer.
Yeah.
I keep things in balance. And I'm the baseline. She's kind of all over the place.
It's also going down the road of least resistance, where sometimes you go, not all the time.
Got to pick your battles.
Right, exactly.
You go, well, this one ain't worth it.
Right.
I have deduced that this is not worth it.
I'm not.
Yarn up
This is
in
not
your...
a people pleaser thing. This is keeping the peace.
Yeah.
That's different, though.
Of course.
That is different.
Everybody deals with that.
Yeah, of course. It's all about compromise. And again, I hate that happy wife, happy life.
I do too, bud.
I hate it. Thank you for saying that because there are a lot of women who, that sign hangs.
That's not the tagline.
Next to their live, laugh, love sign.
Right. No thanks.
Hope my wife's listening.
But I think that happens a lot in... I think that happens a lot in the other way. Like happy wife, happy life rhymed. But I grew up in a house where my father was acquiesced to constantly by my mother. And her needs were never addressed. Yeah. And that was what got modeled for me. So I saw that, and I saw how unfair that was to her. And then that can make you, I think that made me recalibrate myself to be the opposite of that. To be like, I'm constantly trying to assess, like, how can I help you? What can I do for you? How can I help you be happier? How can I help you with your, and then sometimes that makes my needs go unaddressed.
Well, I'm going to pivot into the ultimate people, into the
big time people pleaser.
This is a people
Here's
pleaser?
a way to break the ice.
Yeah, Rafe, you were picking up what I was throwing down.
Yeah, brother.
The ultimate people pleaser. What do we have this week?
I'll tell you what we got. And in honor of Memorial Day, a quality product made by a company called Dildos for Patriots.
Oh, God
Yeah.
bless America.
We gotta have an eagle scream. Ready? Let's try that again. The quality product, Dildos for Patriots. Eagle call. Yeah. In honor of Memorial Day, and let's not just let it glaze over and be a trip to the lake this year. Let's make it a trip to remember.
Don't say glazed.
Yeah, nice context.
The All-American Dildo by Dildos for Patriots is a 6.7-inch silicone USA Pride sex toy with powerful suction cup base, groove shaft, and strap-on harness compatible. $69.99 or 4 easy patriotic installments of $17.76 on Amazon.com with 4.5 star-spangled stars. Let the stars and stripes fill your pipes. Patriots unite. Why just wave Old Glory down at the courthouse when you can squat on her at home in the bedroom?
Oh,
yes.
jeez.
This high-quality American flag decal-adorned suction cup dildo is all you need to spice up things the American way. This star-spangled banger isn't one-trick pony either. It comes pre-grooved to fit in most sex harnesses so you can strap on your patriotism and go all night long. Sometimes the A in USA stands for anal.
I'm sweating. Is the air conditioner off in this room?
I don't know. Every single one of you are on your
here.
computer right now. Everyone in this studio is ordering one of these. You want to please your people?
Yes.
This is what we the people, please we the people this weekend. Let's get you a few quick reviews. Richard S., 5 out of 5 stars. I highly recommend this dildo. Bought this for the 4th of July, but has now become my favorite toy. I was impressed with the suction poolside.
What?
And the quality of the dildo. Thank you, Richard. Salute. Jessica R., 5 out of 5 stars. Well made dildo. Made a great military retirement gift.
Colonel.
Thank you,
Thank you
Colonel.
for your service.
For your service.
Thank you for your service.
The
Seriously,
Colonel.
It's 78 degrees in here. I
It
think the
is.
AC is broken.
Is he really?
It's very hot.
I'm so hot.
I'm kind of chilly.
And finally, Matt
you're
J.
That is a good sign.
And I
I'm
saved the
not
best for last.
doing that.
This music is underneath.
This is great. We should do this for every porno or sex toy of the week from now on. Matt J., 5 out of 5 stars. The ultimate symbol of patriotism. It's like being nailed by the founding fathers. Every red-blooded American should have one of these. Owning one should be a requirement for U.S. naturalization. Thank you, Matt J. And thank you, Dildos for Patriots, for all you've done for this country.
And God bless America.
And happy Decoration Day.
God bless the troops.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Hey, this one, as you put it in, you say, this one's for the troops.
This one's for the troops.
This one's for the troops.
It's so hot
We're
here.
all sweating. We're sweating for the troops.
It really is hot in here.
I feel terrible. It's 65 in here.
Will you tell engineering, Scott, that I think the AC is broken
Okay,
again because
I
it
will
is
do.
hot.
Although I'm comfortable if that's what
Good, thank you, Scott. It is 9:07. Emails after the break. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. We got a right lane block due to a crash, 170 southbound at Del Mar. Also, right-hand shoulder block due to a stalled vehicle, 270 southbound at 364. Your point forecast. Small chance for isolated storms later today. High of 90. Right now it's 78 at the Point Studio.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
We'll announce the Riz Olympics.
The Riz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events, and the loser is going to have hell to pay. But on the flip side of that coin, because we do love each other, and we do, believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of positivity on this show. The flip coin is we got a lot of stuff we can help each other accomplish too.
Yeah,
We
let's
can help
lift
each other
up,
achieve our
guys.
dreams. Let's lift each
Come
other
on,
up
guys.
and then break each other down.
Yes.
That is how.
That's the Riz Show way.
That's the dynamic we're looking for. So we went over some of Riz's bucket list items, and some of Moon's bucket list items, and people have emailed in. There's sponsors emailing in. There are fans emailing in. They're going to help us achieve our dreams. So it's become a community effort. So let's see if we can get King Scott some help in some of his. Number 1 on King Scott's bucket list.
Just doing with the Cardinals? Well, if the Cardinals hit a home run, then you score a free donut the next day at Schnucks. It's called, ready for this, Donuts for Dingers. And it's every single game for the rest of the season. Moon, did you see somebody sent over an email? Is there a Red Hot Riplet donut that's available at Schnucks now? Did you see this?
Yeah, it's Riplets on a Long John. I got a picture of it right here. Hang on.
Yeah, if a Cardinal hits a home run, that could be yours.
Look at this
For
thing.
free. So it's a Red Hot Riplet on a donut on a Long John. Damn, dude. I bet you that's great. It's got the sweet and savory thing going on.
Well, I'll let you know.
I'm down. Donuts for Dingers, and it's every single game for the rest of the season. So when you're watching the game and you see a Cardinal home run, you know that you go to Schnucks the next day for a free, freshly made donut. All you have to do is clip the digital coupon of the Schnucks Rewards app the next morning. So make sure you have that app downloaded and ready to go because you're going to have to hurry. This is while supplies last. And you already know that Schnucks has the best donuts in town. And they taste even better when they're free. Donuts for Dingers when the Cardinals hit a home run, only in the Schnucks Rewards app.
By the one and the only Brent Smith of Shinedown.
I forgot how that song goes. All I heard was ding, 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 ding. I'm like, what are the actual words?
I don't think anybody actually knows.
Is that Girls?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
There we go. That is some 80s.
You know what? We
That
got
is
to bring it back
hardcore.
for the weekends, right?
Okay.
The holiday weekends. So we got Brent Smith, Shinedown. It's a Point Big summer show. Couldn't be more excited to have you guys, Jelly Roll, back in St. Louis.
Yep. And John Harvey for the first time.
And John Harvey. It's going to be insane. So this is the Planet Zero World Tour.
It
and,
is.
You know, I'm not supposed to play favorites, but I'm a little obsessed with the album.
Cool.
A little obsessed with it. Now, what I think makes this album so interesting and so cool is that every few songs, there's a Siri type AI
Siren.
voice. Siren.
That's her
Okay,
name.
can you tell me a little bit about Siren?
I can tell you how it was born, the dynamic of this album, because our last record was Attention, which was a story album and was always meant to be conceptual. We did not set out to make a conceptual piece again with Planet Zero. It just kind of fell into place. But, you know, we wrote this album in the midst of a pandemic.
Sure.
And there was a lot of things going on in the United States. There was a lot of things going on in the entire world. And I just remember getting to Charleston with Eric Bass, our bass player, who's also the producer, engineer, and the mixer of Planet Zero.
The brain.
Yep. And I remember it was like June of 2020, and he just looked at me, and it was pretty early on in the writing process, but he just said, it feels like we're on Planet Zero right now. And so it just opened up a floodgate of emotions and very, very thought-provoking ideas, and a lot of the subject matter were things that we had never tackled before, but very rare.
All right. Sorry, I was choking. Let's talk about Universal Windows Direct. Oh, my Lord. From Universal Windows Direct, if you've been cold in your home or now hot like we are in this studio, don't suffer like we are right now. Call my guys at Universal Windows Direct. They got super spacer tech that helps keep the edge of the glass warmer, holds the window seal longer, and makes the windows last up to 5 times longer than any other window system. So your windows from Universal perform better and last longer. And for every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. That's buy 2, get 2, buy 4, get 4, buy 20, get 20. I don't want to keep showing off my math skills. You get it. There's no limit. Plus, they'll upgrade your new windows to triple pane glass for free. It means extra protection from the elements, consistent temp in your home, increased energy efficiency, reduced heating costs, and coming up now, reduced cooling costs. It's just about to get hot as a firecracker up in St. Louis, and we all know it's coming. So for a quieter and more comfortable home, call 314-334-2522 to schedule your free in-home estimate today. If that's not enough, and everything I told you, you get a tax credit. Also, is that cool? Oh, that's not enough? Well, guess what? Tell them I sent you. You get an additional $250 off of your next project. What else do you need? Go now for the last windows you'll ever need. Go to universalwindowsdirect.com, and like me, you will. You will be saying, I love my windows!
Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, good to see you, good to see you. Have a seat, man. Just wanted to have a chat with you, King Scott's Virginity, just to talk with you real fast and just to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you've done for King Scott and for his lovely fiance. And I also wanted to say that you've been such a big part of our lives, you know, whether it's the show or just in our personal lives. And relationships end, and it's time for you to go. And I didn't want you to be shocked, to be surprised or anything, so I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the wedding night, what's to come, so to speak. So when two people are in love, they get married, and then after they get married, they normally go away somewhere, someplace beautiful, and then they get, you know what I mean? Like, they will go behind doors. I recommend going behind doors and you that so that bitch can't get out. You show her God. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show her. And so strong because she ain't never seen it before. And you drill. Okay, you know how when man first landed on the moon? That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna. She is your moon, and you are gonna take your flag, and you are gonna. No, it's gonna be fine. They're in love. If they got married, it's gonna. No, seriously, it's gonna be over. We're gonna miss you. We love you. We miss you, but you gotta go. Beautiful. If you need more information, I've got a website. It's jerfinoff@gmail.com. It's all good.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Growing business in St. Louis. Listen up. Listen to your buddy Riz. NetSuite's Business Grows Here event is coming to St. Louis Thursday, June 27th. You don't want to miss this. Now, why St. Louis? Because NetSuite knows St. Louis is a hub for entrepreneurs with forward-thinking founders, a top talent pool, and pro-business leadership. Now, apply to attend the business event of the year taking place at the Union Station Hotel Tuesday, June 27th. Now, you learn how Missouri is paving the way for new business growth and capital, and see how technology fueled by AI is shaping the way we grow and run our businesses. And you'll be inspired by business leaders like Jamie Siminoff, founder of Ring Video Doorbell, who's headquartering his Nest company right here in St. Louis. NetSuite by Oracle Business Grows Here is free to attend if you qualify. Apply right now to find out, because seats are going quickly. Block out your calendar for Thursday, June 27th. Apply at netsuite.com/Missouri. netsuite.com/Missouri.
Well, big things happening in the 21 Pilots camp. And you know what? If you are going to talk about 21 Pilots, there are legitimately no better two people in which that you could call to talk about said band.
And this Reed, he's coming to town. He's playing with Dan Soder.
Right here, buddy. Look.
Oh, okay. So that's where it is. And we got tickets.
You read it right here in the studio.
Oh, he's opening for Jim Jeffries.
Right
Mark
on.
Norman,
Nice.
Dan Soder, Fabulous Fox.
Mm-hmm.
September 13th. We'll have tickets tomorrow for you to win. Honored to be called a douche by Mark Norman. Let's get to some emails. RizShow1057thepoint.com, or you could send your instant feedback to the 1057 The Point mobile app.
All right, I'm going to put this picture back over here, all right, because we're going to talk about this first. Email is brought to you by Kloss Furniture, lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Riz, you just made mention, and Grant over here, actually, not just Grant, a few people have texted this over or emailed this over. Hey, guys, I know this is right up Moon's alley, but Schnucks in Afton has this in their bakery. It's a red-hot, nondescript chip chocolate Long John. It was good, but, man, I feel like it was in the same vein as the one chip challenge for a normal person because I wasn't ready for it. They always have strange combo donuts, which is very cool, but this was the first for me. I made the mistake of eating this in the car and only had a gallon and had to open a gallon of milk before I got home to wash it down.
So it's a red hot riplet. I wonder if they're calling it a red hot riplet.
So it says it right here. I think it says red hot chocolate long john.
Because maybe they can't use the red hot riplet in their advertising. So it's a chocolate long john with red hot riplet chips on top.
Red hot chocolate ice long john is what they're calling it. 380 calories, 99 cents.
It looks great.
The thing is huge. It does look good.
I would give that a shot.
Me as well.
I'd be a little afraid to have. Well, no, I wouldn't, because I eat red hot riplets
you eat
here
them
at work.
Like
all the
nothing.
time. Yeah.
Sweet and savory, man. I'm in.
Well, so we got this mango habanero hot sauce that I got in Atlantic City, and it's so good. And my wife just dumped it on her eggs the other day. I was like, whoa, you go slow on that, girl. It's heavy, boy. It's a good
Did she
heavy.
take it?
Though. Oh, yeah, she loved it. But it was still like, sometimes it just, whatever morning, it just doesn't hit you right. You're just like, whew, wasn't ready for spice in the morning.
Yeah, and by the way, you know what? Red hot riplets, you do get the dust on your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to shout out Johnny Venus, by the way, from Point Fest, your drumming bandmate, dear friend, dressed head to toe in white at Point Fest. White shoes, white socks,
Looked
white
great.
shorts, white shirt, white hat.
And that was from a Riz Show reference.
Yeah, I guess he's dressed like a painter.
Yeah,
I mean,
because you said it was going to be hot. You said maybe I wear a white T-shirt, or you said something like that, and I said you should just go in looking like Andrew WK,
Yeah.
all in white.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're going to go paint houses
Yeah, I remember
afterwards. So he thought that was funny, imagining you. So he's like, I'll just do the Riz uniform.
And he did, and he was walking out, and he's holding a bag of Cheetos. And I go, are you out of your mind? You're wearing all white, and you're going to reach your fingers into a Cheetos bag,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to get the, what do they call, Cheetle?
Yeah, Cheetle.
The dust.
It's an official word.
The Cheetle? You know that's getting on your white shirt or
course
white
it is.
pants.
Unless you're sucking it off your fingers, but not after you've shaken all those hands that day, you know?
Yummy.
Next.
Okay, so we were talking about a couple different chicken places that are coming to town, right? One's Chuck's Chicken,
Chuck's.
and what was the other one?
Like Dave's or something?
Dave's
Yeah,
Hot Chicken.
Dave's Hot Chicken.
Yeah.
And
Chuck's
then
is here.
And somebody said, I've had it multiple times in California while I was out of town for work. Super good. Very nice spice, even the mild version. And I got to say, the menu fibs a bit. The sliders are absolutely not sliders. They're full-size chicken sandwiches. These restaurants are going to do super well here. Pardon me. While I was there, I was looking into them in their locations. They haven't been around long, but they are everywhere. Requirements of having $1 million in cash in the bank
franchise.
to open a minimum of 5 locations if you want a franchise, which is a typical pretty.
Listen, if you say you're having sliders on the menu,
Yeah.
Typical pretty.
everybody's got a thing in their head. What a slider looks
Little
like.
baby sliders,
Little baby, whatever.
Right.
Maybe it's a slider to an Andre the Giant type character.
Perhaps.
You ever see the picture of an Andre the Giant holding a beer can?
No.
Yeah.
Little baby beer.
It looks like a little baby beer in his hand. Maybe a full-size sandwich is a slider in Andre the Giant's hand.
More bang for your buck then. Why? I mean, don't promise me if I'm ordering a slider, it better be slider price and slider proportions.
If you order something at slider price but a big sandwich, that's good for you.
Yeah,
That's a good
bonus.
thing.
Bonus.
I just don't want to get a slider size when I'm paying full price.
Right.
Yeah, man, chicken sandwiches so hot right now.
Well, I got another email that just piggybacks on that. It says, if you guys like chicken, especially hot chicken, you got to check out the Chuck's Hot Chicken. Local aside from a location in Kansas, but as Scott would say, it's yummy. Choose your level of hot wisely. I love spicy food, but do not go above 3. So there's a warning for that one.
Hey, you remember the Denny's on Hampton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst Denny's in the world.
Oh yeah,
It's
like
closed.
44 in Hampton.
Yeah,
right there?
justifiably so.
It's closed.
was by
And
the-
now it's a chicken place.
Oh.
It was the one that was kind of like down, like...
By the Drury, right? On the other side of the Drury?
No. So you get off 40 and you're going towards 44. It's on the right side, right before you get to 44.
Okay.
Okay.
And it was like down like a little like
Oh, yeah.
side
Oh,
street.
yeah. Right.
You could see it from Hampton, but now it's something else. It's a chicken place.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
that called?
It's kind of like Raising Cane's. What is it called?
Is it roasted chicken? I don't know what it is.
No.
I drove by there the other day. Like, it looks good.
Slim chickens.
Slim chickens. That's what it is.
Oh.
It's exactly
Yeah, they got a
like
cool logo and everything.
Slim chicken.
Slim chickens. Yeah, I drove past this whenever for the Irish Day Parade.
What a good name.
They got it's like Raising Cane's, just like Rafe said. Like, they got all
so
sorts
chicken
of
fingers.
It's
They got
pretty
chicken
much the same model, yeah.
fingers.
Well,
we don't need another place.
They
Dude,
got
they got a
sandwiches and wings there.
Slim
though.
They got a
Chickens.
Memphis-style BBQ sandwich. Looks pretty good.
Oh, okay. So it's got more than what Raising Cane's has.
Oh, yeah. Raising Cane's has like 7 things on their items, and that's all they do because they do it so well. They
Do
don't
they?
need more. Yes, they do. This place also, Slim Chickens, has got chicken and waffles, which is
Oh, okay.
pretty exciting.
So don't even put them in the same category as Raising Cane's.
You did.
You said it.
I
Rafe
said
said
it.
it.
You said it.
Fight.
To play the blame game, I'll own it.
Raising Cane's.
Get at me, Slim Chickens.
sucks.
You got a problem?
I hate your hate for Raising Cane's. As a former spokesperson for that brand, I will always be dedicated to Raising Cane's,
I mean,
except
there
for
are
this year because
fans-
I'm off the bird.
There are fans in the Riz house of Raising Cane's.
I know your daughter and I have talked extensively.
It's all about the sauce.
There's something. If you're under 22, there's some thing in there that connects with your DNA.
I guess so.
Yeah, and I think they boil their chicken in old water.
It's always
Pretty
under
tasty.
seasoned.
You get
It's
out of here,
under
Scott.
seasoned.
Yeah.
Maybe if they put a little more salt.
I think you just got old man tongue. And
Are you out of your mind?
You need more seasoning or
that's-
something.
Hey, I got an
telling you.
excellent.
Are you out of your
No.
old man
buds work
tongue?
Every
Great.
time I've gotten Raising Cane's after work, seasoned perfectly, cooked to perfection. I love it.
Then
dude.
every time I've gone and I've given it multiple shots.
This Riz and his old chicken tongue.
the
man, I
crinkle
tell you.
cut fried, the slaw, the Texas toast.
Yeah, I went
It's
one time, and my wife could tell you, I went really grumpy after I paid the money and I started
What the
eating.
hell's
I'm
wrong
like,
with you guys?
this is what the heck? What was the thing
Old
about
chicken
this?
tongue, man. I'm
I was
telling
over
you.
it.
They do have
the
old chicken
kids
tongue.
all love it. They talk
They
about
don't
it
have
all the
taste
time.
buds anymore.
No.
Jason on the chat says Slim Chickens is awful, every part of it.
Aw.
Oh, bummer.
Their
And then
logo's
Jason
cool.
says Slim Chickens is great. So you guys just canceled each other
The
out.
Jasons canceled each
We're
other.
back to
Jasons.
zero.
All right, cool.
Let's go try
It's the
it.
same Jason.
Next.
Okay, so that last guy mentioned that Scott would say something that was yummy. This email says, "Hello, Ted. Happy
Hello.
birthday, Riz. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Can't wait to hear about all of your complaints and declarations of never again.
I had none.
Scott's uptick in his favorite word, yummy, has increased so significantly in the past few months. Sadly, most of what he describes as yummy is some green hippie food and not a treat-yourself food. I propose that Riz introduces the Scott's Yummy Jar, similar to a swear jar that gets money put in every time he says yummy. The arbiter of taste can make his judgment if this is warranted or not, and if not, Scott puts $1 in. At the end of the year, this money can go towards a charity or a radiothon."
We'll even put like 50. How about 25 cents, the yummy jar?
It's kind of low.
What
isn't
is
it?
this, 1976?
It's inflation,
Oh,
dude.
take Scott's money because he's going to say yummy a lot.
He doesn't even say it that much.
No,
he says it maybe
Yes,
once
he
a week.
does.
All right, you know what? I will never say it again, you jerks.
Oh, so you hate kids?
Well, it costs money. I'm not going to spend
So
money
you
on
hate
this.
kids? Okay.
They could do this for
We're
all
gonna
of us
give it
then.
to kids charity.
We
You know,
could do it for
kids are
Energy
gonna
Up.
be
We could
just
do it for
fine with
Yummy.
or
We could
without
do
that
it for
dollar.
Clutching the Pearls. We could do it for Back to You. We could do it for whatever you're complaining about every damn
Clutching
day.
the pearls is my catchphrase.
I don't
had
know.
no idea.
You say Clutch the Pearls.
Run
a
that
lot.
back.
No, it's Scott's yummy jar.
If I get the money at the end of the year,
No,
that'd
it's
be
going to
worth it.
kids.
What if, hey, okay, listen, so you don't feel picked on. What if we all, like Lern said, what if we all pick a phrase that we all use as a crutch? And it's called Scott's Yummy Jar because this was the idea. And that's
That's a good
cute,
idea.
And that's a cute name.
We all put money in.
And anytime I say mine and you say yours and you
Why
say
do I
yours.
got to be involved in this?
Oh,
because you're on the show, man.
This is just this is just a crap on Scott thing.
No.
This is not.
Oh, we're all getting poo-pooed on.
You know, we're all in this together.
I refuse
Not
to let you sit
currently.
in the poo by
Thank
yourself,
you.
Scott.
Yeah.
I want you to sit in your poo and you feel what it's like.
Yeah, read the emails. It's a crap shower on all of us. Believe me.
Fine.
Scott's Yummy Jar, we're going to have to pick all
well,
of our crutches.
Yeah, by Wednesday to pick out the crutch words.
Okay.
The crutch phrases. Okay.
We'll need your help, I guess.
Let us know.
Hey, your wheels on the bus joke goes in there too, just so you know.
Oh,
What
God,
the
yes,
heck?
It does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it
Those
does.
are my 2 bits.
Well,
It's time to
That's
come
all
up
I
with
got.
something new.
believe me, I've had a few.
All right, well, I
They've
gotta
run
Come up
out
with
of
something new. All right, listen, we got to take a break.
Sorry, you
We'll
guys
come
don't like
back.
humor.
We got sports. Sorry for being funny, right,
Yeah,
Scott?
sorry about that, guys. Humor's good.
Well, now it's going to cost
Remember,
you.
it's
You
good.
can- You can still be funny, but it's for charity.
All right, 9:28, Monday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash, 270 southbound just before Olive. Your point forecast, small chance for isolated storms later today, high of 90. Right now it's 78 at the Point Studio.
This is Rizzuto. Not only is he rich, but he also has a lot of money. And he's looking to invest in the next big idea.
Hi, my name is Riz, and I have a lot of money. I mean, almost too much money. So I'm looking to invest, and I've asked the fellas to come on down to my office and pitch me their ideas. Do they have what it takes to be?
Nice to see everybody at the Hot Shots in Bridgeton on Saturday for the Point Fest pre-party.
It was a very cool, chill event. We got to mingle a little more than normal, and I liked that.
Yeah,
it
it was
great.
good. We were kind of working the room.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hey, listen, it's, what time is it? It's 9:30. It's time to start thinking about lunch. Make Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill your spot for a quick, delicious stop for lunch anytime this week. Hot Shots has been serving up St. Louis classics like wings and pizza and their famous smash burgers since 1990. And they're going to get you in, they're going to get you filled up with a delicious lunch and out quickly.
Yeah, pull up a seat at one of the 9 St. Louis area Hot Shots locations today. Ask about their daily off-the-menu lunch specials, too. Those are available Monday through Friday with daily specials like Busch Light Beer, Canned Cheeseburger, Captain Morgan Rum-Infused Jamaica Jerk Burger, and plenty of others. You never know what they might come up with, so you got to ask. But it'll be delicious, and it'll be served up by the amazing Hot Shots team.
So check out the full menu at hotshotsnet.com and keep an eye out on their socials for their deli lunch special lineup. And listen, you might find a new favorite. Make Hot Shots your spot for lunch today. Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill online, hotshotsnet.com.
All right, here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, with the boys from Lit. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you again.
We're doing great. Great to see you guys.
Okay, first and foremost, I hear that there is illness sweeping through the Lit camp. Can we confirm, deny what's going on?
I'd rather not use the word sweeping through because it's just one guy at the moment. And luckily, we're at the tail end. We got like less than a week left of the tour.
Man, so you're hanging on.
We've been out for over 10 weeks, or about 10 weeks, and that's not bad. And
logistical question for those of us that have never had to do this. And obviously, the advent of the urgent care probably changes the game a little bit. Yeah. But when you guys are in East Lansing or wherever the hell, and you're nowhere near home, somebody gets sick, it gets to the point where you're like, we got to do something. What do you do?
We have doctors we can call, and they'll phone in a prescription. I'm surprised he didn't do that today.
Yeah.
Make it things hard on himself.
That's all right.
It is Labor Day. Yeah. Thanks, Christian.
Well, so new album is out as we speak.
Yeah, album's out.
I find it very interesting to me, and it seems as though the reviewers are the first ones to point out how different a record is, where the fans, and I've seen you guys even talk about this, go, no, man, our fans know that this is, our music is a part of everything. We do a little bit of everything. So it seems like the reviewers are more surprised than the actual fans are, yes?
Yeah, I think usually for me, you're just talking about that. Of course.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
Usually, and he answers the phone.
Right, that's like doing.
I was going to say the naysayers usually are the ones that haven't. It's off now. Let me see that phone. Yeah. There it is. He just totally almost his hard drop. Are we going to edit this? Or are we just going to?
No, we're going to keep it in, man. This is how it goes.
I mean, usually people that have kind of been out of the loop over the course of the last 18 years, 20 years, and then they hear a new song. It doesn't matter if it's like, to me, I use the analogy like looking back at pictures of your friends 20 years ago, or like hanging out at, with the group you hung out with and the things you did and the things you wore, and then fast forward 20 years, you're going to be shocked by what you see. You're going to be like, oh, Jesus, I haven't seen you in forever. The fans that have followed along, they've kind of been along with the growth of the band, and although this new record has taken
my son's eye doctor, that's Dr. Vasella at Fenton Family Eye Care. Now, Dr. B, great dude, one of only 2 pediatric specialists in St. Louis affiliated with Treehouse Eyes that does myopia control for kids. This is awesome. It's wild. We have the technology now. So my son is nearsighted, and his prescription keeps getting worse every year. And I'm always like reminding the kid, like, make sure you bring your glasses. He's losing them. I forgot him at school. I forgot him at home. Now with myopia control overnight contacts, So he puts these contact lenses in before he goes to bed. And when he gets up in the morning, he takes the contacts out. They're hard contacts. He takes them out, and he could see all day long without glasses. And it stopped his prescription from getting worse. It's amazing, and I think every parent should know about this. So make a consultation. Book the appointment with Dr. V. It's free with zero obligation. Go to FentonFamilyEyeCare.com. That's FentonFamilyEyeCare.com. And book a free myopia control appointment today.
It's a nerve-wracking day. Why? You guys and Queens of the Stone Age. Back-to-back interviews. I'm already a high-strung person. Whew. I can't wait to have a beer when this is done.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
You don't need to worry about us.
Well, yeah, but I do though, because see, here's where the rub is with me and bands that I really like. If it's a band that I'm about, I can power right through. Mm-hmm. But then when it's a band that I really dig, then there's a bit of that fanboy stuff that starts popping out, and that's what I'm trying to control. So here, I'm bringing it down. I'm going to do my best professional interview as I.
You're doing very well so far.
Together, we can all do this.
We can all do this. So I had the fortune of seeing you guys on Saturday. I was in Austin at ACL. And I want to talk about this. I got to talk about this.
Right.
Because I know you guys had troubles. I guess it was with pedals.
With cables and amps weren't turning on, basically, yeah.
But from where I was standing and watching, from my vantage point, it was a flipping phenomenal show. Like, I loved it. I thought it was great.
Oh, thanks.
So when you are, a few days away from that, this kind of already answered my question with your facial expressions, but do you look back at that and go, whew, I can't wait for this weekend and us able to do it again? Or do you go back and go, you know what, this song was messed up, but we powered through for the rest?
I kind of, when stuff goes wrong and breaks, I almost feel like, I'm almost like, see, it can go wrong. And what we do is real,
Sure.
We don't play to a backing track or a click, and we just plug in and go. And when that breaks, it's proof that that we are taking some element, some sort of a risk up there.
Yeah.
And also, I think as well, when stuff goes wrong, it forces you to go in a different direction, and you have to dig from somewhere else that you didn't think you were going to have to. So I think, in the case of ACL, like, part of me was like incredibly frustrated because people would come to see us and shit was breaking. But on the other hand, the songs that we did manage.
One more happy customer, Rob from St. Louis, just left another 5-star review for Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy Experts, promoting world-class service throughout the St. Louis metro and surrounding area for all things in your home, making sure that you have total indoor comfort. Out with the old, in with the new. Replace your AC or your furnace, and you can save a ton with Anton's. We replaced our furnace just recently, and I've also had a new water heater put in by Anton's. Plus, repairs. My house is starting to get older. It's starting to buckle at the knees. Different rooms were super inefficient, so we had Anton's come in and do an energy audit. Man, I've saved noticeable money immediately since the first day in calling Anton's, because it's much more efficient house. My family is happier. My son's room isn't super sweltering hot all year round. My daughter's room is no longer freezing all year round. I mean, Anton's really cleaned up our house so much with its efficiency. We're saving money and we're just more comfortable. They specialize in total indoor comfort, and they can help you too. AntonsHVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com.
Hey, so welcome back to the farm. In the last video, you saw me on the tractor with the brush hog in the field, trying to get everything all good. Kind of a pain. So I called in reinforcements. My friends from McCoy Construction and Forestry, they're here, and they brought toys. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's going on, Riz?
Chad and Steve and Mike. Okay, so we got some mowers, because I need some help in the field.
Absolutely.
So you guys saw
about this last week when I was gone, but Joe Buck and Chip Carey going to call a game this Friday?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Buck and Carey.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
So Chip Carey, Joe Buck going to be doing the play-by-play and color commentary Friday for the Cards. Who are they playing? The Cards. Yep, the Cards game.
Wait, did their fathers ever do that together? Is that like a thing?
Well, yeah, Joe Buck's dad called with Harry Carey, who's
Right.
Chip's grandfather.
Okay.
That's why it's like a
Significant,
a significant deal. So Buck and Carey back in the booth on Friday, calling the game on Bally Sports Midwest. Trying to see who are they playing on Friday. Scott, you know.
The Cubs are coming up. Is that this Friday? It might be this Friday. Cardinals.
Well, that would be the game to do it in then.
Yes. Yeah, I guess Brad Thompson and Jim Edmonds are taking the night off.
Let's see here.
That's cool.
Enjoy the Friday night, fellas. That'll be good. That'll be a way to get people.
Yeah.
That'll be a way to get people to watch a mediocre product, huh?
Hey, they were incredible this weekend, and it's the Cubs. So
Let's
and the
go.
Cubs are awesome this year, so it's gonna be a good matchup.
By the way, did you guys see Polo's Asensio's Instagram stories over the weekend? He was staying downtown, and like at whatever time in the morning, people are just doing donuts downtown, like Fast and the Furious style.
Oh, yeah, that's
with Ripley's on it.
Wild. And then I was
What's
talking
the
to Polo because he was hoping the Foo Fighters were coming through St. Louis too because he's never seen them. And so we were going back and forth. He really wants to go to that Red Hot Chili Peppers show. And I go, well, the whole show's going, but the Cardinals are in town that night. And he's like, I can't go. And he's so bummed out. He wanted to go with us. Anyway.
to the Chili Peppers.
Yeah. He's never seen them either.
I didn't know that was a whole show trip. I thought Limp Bizkit was the whole show trip.
I know we're taking off the next day from the Red Hot Chili Peppers as well. I thought, what?
Remember you
It's right on
promised?
the board in the office.
Yeah, that we're taking the next day off because 2 of us are going at least. I don't know about. Have you guys all secured tickets?
No.
I thought we were getting a whole thing.
No, the
For the
Limp Bizkit
show.
was a whole thing.
I know. There were 2 shows that I was thinking.
Limp Bizkit's the whole thing.
Oh, well, I would like everyone here at the Red Hot
We
Chili
need to get on the same page here on what's the whole thing. I don't know.
I know Rafe and Tina want to go to Red Hot
A
Chili
lot of
Peppers.
whole things. If
There's
there's
a lot
too
of
many
whole
whole things, are there no whole
There
things?
are no whole things.
Oh boy.
You better get your tickets.
No whole things. That's what you like.
You think I need tickets, too?
This man
You
has
got
a ladder.
All right, let's do sports.
Me and Tina will be carrying in a ladder together, sitting in front of you guys.
This is Tina, and I'm Rafe. We're the Chili Peppers sock people.
Yeah.
We've come with the tube socks. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Edward Leuven made his return to play after missing more than 2 months because of a hamstring injury, all the while dealing with his wife needing surgery for brain cancer. Leuven came off the bench and played the final 16 minutes of the game as the team, builds a strength around his lengthy absence. The return of one of the team's leaders, both on the field and off, is a big step for the club and Leuven. It was nice to see him out there. St. Louis City SC still put up an L against Cincinnati FC, losing 3-1. City SC had 11 shots in the game, only 3 of them were on goal. Not super great. But with quarterback A.J. McCarron sidelined, Wilkins showed that he still has something left while leading the Battlehawks to a 26-21 win over D.C. Thus
Wilkins.
clinching the playoff berth with 2 regular season games remaining in the United Football League. Dude, this guy was awesome. Threw for 126 yards, ran for 79, finished the game leading a scoring drive, capped with Wayne Gallman, the second touchdown of the game. Go Battlehawks. So they're crushing it.
Good call, man. They're in the playoffs.
Right on.
Unlike last year where they had a great season and then missed the playoffs for some stupid mathematical reason.
Cardinals missed their chance to sweep a series, the first in the home ballpark since July 2023. Holy smokes. Instead, the Cardinals got smashed 11-3 by the Red Sox in front of an announced crowd of just under 40,000 in the finale of a 3-game series Sunday afternoon at Busch. The Cardinals, who clinched the series with Saturday night's win, have won 5 of the 6 last
40,000, they
games
said.
Coming into the day.
Okay. I saw pictures. Didn't look like 40,000 to me.
If that's what you say.
Yeah.
If that's what you say.
I'm taking it.
Who am I to say anything?
Not a mathematician. Madison Walker with 2 outs, 2 strikes, and a spot in the Super Regionals on the line smacked a single up the middle in the bottom of the 9th inning to break a scoreless tie with Omaha and give number 7 Missouri softball team a 1-0 win. Pitcher Lauren Krings was dominant for Missouri, even while starting her 4th game in 2 days. She threw 128 pitches across 9 innings, allowing no runs and striking out 15 hitters. The victory sets up the Tigers to host a best-of-3 Super Regional Series next weekend, extending a postseason run. So congratulations to Mizzou softball. Jokic and the Denver Nuggets were poised to close out their series, Game 7, without much of an issue. I watched most of the game, and they were crushing the Timberwolves.
And then halftime happened.
They had a 20-point lead in the second half and largely shut down the Timberwolves' Edwards. But somehow, Despite what was largely a horrible offensive showing in the first 24 minutes from the Timberwolves, they pulled off the largest halftime comeback in Game 7
With the dumbest
NBA
throwback
history.
uniforms. That's what lost it for them.
The Timberwolves came storming back to stun the defending champions and grab a 98-90 win in Game 7 of the semifinal series at Ball Arena Sunday night, outscoring the Nuggets 60-37 in the second half while completing a 30-point swing.
Look at these uniforms. The uniforms lost it for them. So stupid looking.
The Timberwolves one? We're talking about the Denver one.
The Denver
With
ones.
the numbers?
Oh,
Yeah.
Denver.
That's not a Game 7 uniform.
It is not a Game 7 uniform. You're right. They needed to be flashy, and it wasn't. It wasn't flashy at all. The win officially sends the Timberwolves into their first Western Conference Finals in 2 decades. The Timberwolves are now a perfect 2-0 in Game 7 in history as well. And finally, Xander Schauffele.
Oh, but the Knicks lost. The Knicks lost too. The Pacers.
Dang. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to that. I was just watching.
That's huge. Yeah, at Madison Square Garden, the Pacers beat them.
Get
crushed
out
them.
of here!
And now they're going to
Awesome.
play the Celtics.
Wow, that's kind of cool. How do you say this guy's name? Xander, is it Schauffele?
Schauffele.
Xander Schauffele faced a 6'2" putt that would either change his life or amp the already resonant question of will this guy ever win a championship? He hit the ball, lipped the hole, fell in. PGA Championship secured. Lowest score to par ever in a major, -21. Pretty impressive. So congratulations to him. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Okay, so let's go over Rafe's bucket list.
Okay.
So these are all the things Rafe would like to achieve.
Please tell me you don't have dropkick on there.
I do not have dropkick on there.
How about receive dropkick?
It's on there now.
Summertime is the right time to go out and start house hunting, and I encourage you to do that because we're going to have all kinds of wild weather. You can check the basement, see if it's leaking. Plus, you get to see how the neighborhood is. Is it quiet, or is it one of those you want a hustle-bustle kind of neighborhood? Well, go to First Community and ask them about a home loan today because they're truly the best of the best. That's who I got my home loan through, and I'm so glad I went to them. I'd never purchased a home before, and so I had a lot of questions, and they walked me through every step of the way, and man, was I glad I went to them because they have a first home loan buyer loan that you can get with no down payment, no closing costs. There's no private mortgage insurance required. And yes, I said that right. And so if you're buying your home, right, your first home, or you haven't owned a home in 3 years, you could qualify for this. So go to First Community, ask them about the first time home buyer loan. And also they offer an affordable alternative 5-year adjustable rate mortgage with a 30-year term to keep that payment more affordable. So go to the pros, go to the best. They're going to help you, and you're going to get the home that you've always wanted. Go to First Community, firstcommunity.com.
It's Donnie Fandango for 105.7 The Point, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Dan Auerbach, the frontman of the Black Keys. And Dan, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with a single and a new record coming, but I wanted to bring up a couple of things first that you have done in the last year that I just loved. And two of the things specifically, the covers record that the Black Keys did, I just adored because it introduced me to a bunch of songs that I didn't know, and I loved that. And then also, too, I know you produced the Robert Finley record, and I loved that one, too. I didn't know anything about that man until, I saw that you had worked with him. So I just kind of wanted to start things off by saying, man, I really appreciated both of those projects that you were obviously very deeply involved in.
Oh, man, thank you so much. That's great to hear. I mean, Robert Finley's the real deal. He's a Louisiana soul and blues singer, and he's touring. He's going to be touring all year. It's really exciting for him.
I will absolutely see that man. I mean, it was like, because as I'm listening to that record, I'm thinking to myself, why did I not know of this man before? Why do I have to live under a rock? You know what I mean? Like, it was that kind of, why haven't I been able to be a fan of this guy sooner?
Oh, man, he is just like next level. He just like shines on the stage. It's crazy.
Cannot wait. Well, let's get back to Black Keys stuff. And we just got the brand new song from you guys, Wild Child, all right? And I love it. Now, listen, I've always thought that there was a really awesome groove in all of the Black Keys songs for the most part. But this one, I would even consider it funky, as a matter of fact. Would you yourself, the creator of that song, call it funky, sir?
I would definitely call it funky.
Yeah.
Or maybe funky with an O, funky.
Oh, that's even another level. But I do, man, like there is just a little bit of that sort of infusion in there that really, I think, differentiates it. What was this like the first song that was recorded? Was this one of the last ones that was written? How did this come about, when it comes to the rest of the album?
I think the record is pretty varied. There's songs on there that are like the first take, just like super raw. Improvisation, like we just left all the mistakes in there. But Wild Child, we probably took the longest to construct. We had a different chorus, and we ended up going back and changing it. But but at the foundation of the song is just definitely just Pat and I in a room together, improvising, coming up with songs, just like kind of making it up off the top of our heads. But it's funny that you say that. I think this is the first Black Keys song that has wah wah pedal on it.
Oh, wow. See, and I don't have the trained musical ear to pick that out, but that would make sense.
Absolutely. That's so funny that you said that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because I'm listening to it and I'm thinking to myself, like the first time I heard it, I was like, I'm moving my butt cheeks in a way that, man, it's pretty great. I'm dancing in my chair. I like that I made you laugh, Dan. I really do. So, one of the things that I read too about you and Patrick being back into the studio, the album also too, and I can't forget, is going to be called Dropout Boogie. It'll be out on May the 13th. But I was really interested to see. I'm always fascinated with how bands write their stuff, and what I had read was that, and it kind of you just said.
Authority now. If your bath or shower is old, outdated, has mold and mildew, or broken tiles, you gotta call my friends at the Bath Authority. They provide the highest quality bathroom remodeling products along with a world-class customer experience. Modern durable tubs and showers are designed with an exclusive high-tech polymer liner. Now, what's that mean to you? That means low maintenance. That means resistant to mold and mildew. That means it's easy to clean, and it's going to last for decades. Plus, it comes with a lifetime warranty. Walk-in tubs, replacement showers, tub-to-shower conversions, and more. Every unit's custom built. All Bath Authority products are 100% made in the USA. If you call today, 314-347-0410, you get $1,500 off a new shower or bath plus 36 months of interest-free financing. Call today, 314-347-0410. Schedule that free in-home estimate today. TheBathAuthority.com. A better bath awaits.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and what a day in which this has been already.
Oh, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joined by Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. It's great to see you guys.
Our invisible third member. Yes,
Hey,
yes, yes.
how you doing?
We're the Hale half of Hailstorm.
I have to tell you this, and I know you don't remember this because it's been years and years and years, and I don't even remember how many years at this point. But the very first time that you came through the Point, you were on my when I was doing mornings at that time.
Yes,
And it really seems like a decade ago, and it might have been.
It might have been. I don't know. Time is very elastic right now.
Absolutely.
It's like it went by like that fast, but it feels like a different lifetime.
It was probably 2009. It was probably the first album cycle.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And we were in the parking lot. And
Absolutely so. Absolutely so. Boy, things have changed mightily.
Yes.
New record is out. All right, we're playing the Steeple right now, which is
thank you guys
fantastic.
for spinning it,
But one of the things that I absolutely love about when a band has something new, I'm always amazed when I go see a band right after they have something new, and the guy next to me somehow already knows every freaking word to every. Like, dude, I've listened to this album twice. I don't know how you can, but like. How
Steel Trap, man.
Right? How quickly, when you've got a new record out like you do you start to see non-radio singles getting yelled back at you?
It's pretty incredible. Not only the record wasn't even out a couple days, and we went out on tour, and it was like from the first day, people are singing songs that like I'm having trouble remembering.
You know, it's funny. I was just saying, we don't remember all the lyrics,
and not only that, but there are so many people that have gotten tattoos of the lines of the songs, and I'm like, the album just came out, dude. It's crazy. So
how do you know for sure it's not going to suck? Sure you want to get that tattooed on you? Like,
sure you want that?
It's like, oh, don't worry, I'll just write sucks underneath if I don't like it. I see how it is.
You have the ability to add on, I guess, I suppose. It's so crazy though how that happens, and there have been so many bands in my life. I mean, I couldn't even tell you how many bands I've loved, but I just cannot bring myself to the dedication of some of these folks to getting the tattoo. I mean, like, I love example, I love The Simpsons more than almost anything in the history of ever. You know,
Yes.
and I have been thinking about a Millhouse tattoo for a very long time, but I
cool.
can't pull the trigger.
Just can't do it.
So these folks that are like getting lyrics and stuff, I applaud you for being so hardcore.
It's a beautiful thing because likewise, I don't think I would do that for my favorite band. So it makes us feel so incredibly special and throughout everything that we've all been going through for the past couple of years, it's just so nice to like have that fellowship and I feel like it's even more intense now.
Simple, guys. The goal is to feel great no matter what age you are. Wake up and feel great. Know that you're performing at your very best level everywhere. Feeling good, looking good. That's where Mentality Health comes in. Mentality Health is the premier health spot. The one right here for men specifically. They specialize in men's health and making sure that your testosterone, your vitamin, your everything inside is 100% so you can be everything on the outside. Look better, feel better, sleep better. And perform better. Maybe it's bedroom issues you're having. Maybe it is sleep. Maybe it's some weight gain. Maybe you just think, you know what, I feel off and I want to feel great. Focus on the goal and get there by starting with Mentality Health. Call South County or the West County location and book an appointment. Talk to the board-certified physicians. Get a consultation in there. And then if you decide to go for it, you're going to get a blood draw. They're going to find out what your numbers are, and they'll have a customized treatment program made simple for you to get back to 100% and stay there. Maintenance, preventative maintenance, Mentality Health, mentalityhealth.com. Today is the day for the Impact Eagle Call. Yes. Blood Drive event happening at First Community Realty out there in Chesterfield. Now, this is going on from 10 to 3 today, so swing out there at any time. I'll be out there from 1 to 3 hanging out. We're going to be giving away all kinds of good stuff. But when you come, make sure to register right now. Go to blooddrive.1057thepoint.com, blooddrive.1057thepoint.com. That way you can get registered. They'll know you're coming out there. Plus, you're going to get that incredible Eagle Call t-shirt that I have illustrated. You got to check it out. And this is a big deal. You go out to Impact Life today and donate some blood because it's going to fill up the area hospitals, and we desperately need the blood in St. Louis, and it stays here in St. Louis, and it's going to help people with cancer, heart disease, victims of trauma, or something else. So go to Impact Life Blood Drive event today out there at First Community Realty in Chesterfield. And if you're not able to make it today, I got good news. Go to bloodcenter.org, and you can register to go to any of the area locations throughout the metro area. So head over there today. We'll see you out there at First Community Realty for the Impact Life Blood Drive event. And again, get signed up. blooddrive.1057thepoint.com.
All right, it's Riz. It's Jeff Burton backstage at Point Fest with Eric and Jeff from Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
You seem like you're like a morning radio show where you're all
A
amped
lot
up
of-
on caffeine.
Did you know I do a morning radio show?
do?
Yeah.
All right.
And a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Hey.
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Hi.
It's kind of morning. That's why
To
I'm
me,
commenting
yeah.
on that. Yeah.
So how have the shows been so far? I mean, Jeff's the new guy. So what hazing has been going on, or any?
Did you ever see Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bars of soap and
yeah,
socks?
No, we haven't been doing that. But I just wondered if you saw the movie.
Of course I did.
It's a great movie.
He's just a big fan of the movie.
I thought we were going to talk about Stanley Kubrick today because that.
Oh, we
you know,
can.
yeah,
We can. What do you want to know?
Just how great he was.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great. No, seriously, no hazing? We don't do any of that stuff still?
No,
Or are we too old for that?
We're not never too old for that. It's,
You're just not talking about it, is what it is.
well, no, and he's doing such a great job. So.
He is.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. And
Yeah.
one of the things about being the new guy, and I've been the new guy before, talk about reaction from the fans, reaction from everybody else being that new guy.
Yeah, ultimately, that's not even up to me, so it's not something I can really control. All I can really control is going out there and just presenting STP at the best of my ability, which is all I really try to do. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. Just try to go up there and do the songs justice and do them the way they made me feel when I heard them, growing up and through my musical journeys. Listening to Stone Temple Pilots had a huge influence on me. So,
who did you listen to growing up?
Oh man, Simon and Garfunkel, Gordon Lightfoot, the Carpenters. My dad's record collection was very instrumental in my songwriting and my base of where I started from. And then, as I got older and was in bands, I was always the guitar player. I never wanted to be the center of attention. It's funny how that works out, but it was when Core came out. It was the same year that was the year I put down the guitar for a whole year and didn't pick one up, and all I did was concentrate on vocals. And it wasn't because of them, but it just happened to be that same time, and front men like Scott and people like that, and just seeing how that worked and how great it was. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I want to do.
So what's great is he was just mentioning his influences and when he was growing up with Simon Garfunkel and Gordon Lightfoot, and then you throw in Fleetwood Mac, Elton John, stuff that was pop in the 70s. When I was a kid, it was more of a singer-songwriter kind of influence, even though that was considered pop radio. But that's what we all grew up on. So that whole concept of the songwriting, the presentation, that's deep in our DNA. So I think
making it about the song.
Yeah, make it about the song. And I think he's just kind of tapping into that.
So the new record came out last month, which congratulations. I mean, it sounds great. The reviews have been amazing on it. I'm sure there was there a hesitation to even keep the name Stone Temple Pilots moving forward?
No, not at all.
I mean, was there...
What time is it? It is 10 on the dot. Okay, let's think about lunch or dinner. Oh my gosh, you got so many different people in your life that want to eat different ways. Might I suggest you go local with Sauce on the Side? You can find one of their 12 locations near you at sauceontheside.com. That is where you can see their menus. And yes, what they do better than everybody else is calzones. But they also have salads and little bite-sized things, even dessert calzones. So there's something for everybody. Even like a vegan calzone, or if you want to pile on the meat, they get that. They'll stuff any type of meat you want into a calzone, and then you'll just be riding that meat wave all the way into 2025. Always a monthly special, and like a day like today where it's gorgeous, those patios are open, they're dog-friendly. So might I suggest Sauce on the Side for your lunch or dinner or both? They have the best service, too, in any fast casual establishment in the area. Delivery service, so that means you can save money by ordering directly through them instead of using those third-party apps. And take a look at that May special, which is so delicious. It is the Easy Breezy Caprese. You're going to love it. Balsamic chicken, red, yellow pear tomatoes, basil, mozzarella, that red sauce on the side. SauceOnTheSide.com.
Hello, I'm Lefty Borton, here for you, your Valentine's 2016 holiday dating tips. Number 1, fireplaces are great, but don't get too close. Human hair is flammable. Tip number 2, a bearskin rug is romantic. Go with something dark. It'll hide most of the stains. Alcohol is key. Always check for an ID. If you don't know, the judge will tell you. Tip number 4, trash bags should always be within reach. I'm fine. I have mine within reach all the time. We're not going to get to all of them. I haven't even gotten to the clamps yet. we're out of time for this year. I'll see you next year with Lefty Borton's Valentine's Tips for 2017. Goodbye for now.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaifetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaifetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to like kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. Kurt's voice and the way that they put all the music together was unlike anything I'd ever heard, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I got to do this.
And so was it that record? Was it Nevermind and In Utero, whatever, Nirvana in general? So that was the one that was like, all right, I want to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up playing music, but it was always country.
All right.
And stuff like,
So then on top of that, Co, when did you? Yeah. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I apologize. But so when did you feel like, you know what, I can do music for my life? Like, this is something that I can do. I want to do this. I want to make a living doing this.
Yeah, I think it was more in college. I played and I wrote through high school, played gigs through high school and stuff. But once I got into college, I was like, screw school, I played football for a little bit in school, and I was like, I'm not gonna make it to the NFL. I'm not gonna become a doctor. So why not go get some free beer and make a little money doing it, So
I saw that post I think you made yesterday about your grandma on the Dallas Cowboys. And and I found that to be so funny. So are you a Cowboy fan to this day because of grandma?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Like, I think, not even 24 hours after I was born, I was in a Cowboy onesie. So yeah, I'm a day one.
That's so awesome, because I remember it was so funny reading that post of yours, because I remember my grandmother also chain smoking what must have been the cheapest cigarettes known to mankind, and then chirping at me about why I even played sports, that I should just be working on my school, and why weren't my grades better. But I could still remember her at her back porch just chain smoking and then yelling at me at the same time.
Lighting one with the other,
Which I always thought, like, when I saw my grandparents do that, and I've never wanted to be a smoker, but I was like, man, that's kind of badass. It shouldn't be, but I thought they were so cool for doing it. So Co, one of your buddies has become a huge fan favorite on our radio station, and that is Jelly Roll. And one of the things that Jelly and I had the opportunity to chat a couple of times, and
Basement Systems, the all things basementy experts, talk about it before and after. I knew them for their basement waterproofing, their foundation repair, crawl space repair. My buddies that have had basements flooded recently, they call Woods Basement Systems. They know that they are the all things basementy experts. But my before and after is amazing, and it wasn't even in my basement. It was my whole concrete slab front porch. Yes, they can raise those, and not just do the concrete leveling, but they actually installed piers. Turns out, guy before me just kept raising it every year and a half. Every time it kept sinking, and actually did some long-term damage on the awning that it was kind of holding up. So, Woods came out and said, no, you have to do this. You level it and then you install piers so it's fixed forever. That's what Woods does. Because these kind of problems, this trouble with your house, and maybe it's your basement stuff, maybe it's your driveway sinking, that stuff does not get better with time. It gets better with Woods. Prevent further damage. Don't wait any longer. Again, those problems don't get better with time. They get better with Woods, because the problem will be fixed forever. Go to moonloveswoods.com. That is the website. You can get a free estimate at moonloveswoods.com.
All
All right, backstage.
For us, Donnie Fandango is next. Appreciate all tuning in. What is today's podcast titled?
The podcast title is A Hot Topic Fell on Him.
Nice.
Yes, nice. All right, around the horn, what do you got, Moon?
I'm doing Explore St. Louis Festival on Wednesday down at Ballpark Village at the Together Credit Union Plaza at Ballpark Village. It's Explore St. Louis, or Explore STL Fest. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff going down there, attractions. They're doing all sorts of things at Ballpark Village, restaurants, hotels, and then, of course, the Cardinal game follows it. It's going to be just a fun time. Wednesday afternoon, I'll be down there 10 a.m. to noon. I will have some tickets to give out and a whole bunch of point swag as well. It's going to be fun.
Cool. That's Wednesday with Moon. Lern.
I will be at Copper Fire on the 16th of June. It's Father's Day. We're going to be playing with my band 2 to 5. So bring on your pop and sing them some rock and roll. And you can follow me on the socials at Lern versus Radio.
Thank you, Rafe.
I will be at St. Charles Funny Bone in 2 weeks. Go to the lake this weekend. Following weekend, St. Charles Funny Bone. For those of you that didn't see me in Westport in the fall, and you're like, are you ever going to do another local show? This is it. Come to this.
That's Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday. 1 show Friday, 2 shows Saturday. I'm trying to sell them out. Tickets are moving pretty good. But come out, and we're going to do some fun stuff we didn't do at the Westport show, too. I'm going to do a little Q&A crowd work. I'm gonna work in some fun stuff. So if you did see me at Westport, you won't be like, hey, I heard some of these jokes already. Come out. We're going to make it fun. And I think Tina's going to open for me, so it'll be a fun evening.
Nice. Scott.
Yep, I need your blood. I'm a vampire now. I'll be out at Impact Life Blood Drive event over in First Community Realty out there in Chesterfield today from 1 to 3, but it's happening all day. But come out there 1 to 3 and hang out. It's going to be awesome. And follow me at King Scott Rules. Mini hugs.
All right.
Smash the like. eat beans.
All right, thank you. We leave you with a selection from our teamers. Remember that brought to you by Hot Shots, hotshotsnet.com. Scott Gibson from Mineral Point is our team Riz member of the day, and he wants to hear this song. I believe this was Nirvana's first ever single.
Whoa.
Off the Bleach record.
Look at you.
All right.